you watch when I was so broken? Watching everything we built up fade away. I'm at the end of fighting just to breathe. And I remember you said you'd never leave. You keep me alive, alive. When everything collides and falls apart, you are the one that's haunting me. I'm alive, so alive. You make all the pain inside fade away. You are the one that keeps me alive. How could you live with all of my weakness? All of the times I ran, pushing you away. All I do is hurt you. I never deserved you. Never aware of everything I put you through. Then I remember you said you'd never leave. Do you remember you said you'd never leave? You keep me alive, alive. When everything collides and falls apart, you are the one that's haunting me. I'm alive, so alive. You make all the pain inside fade away. You are the one that keeps me alive. I'm cutting you, there's no escape. I breathe you in or suffocate. Surrendering's the only way to find time to live. You keep me alive, alive. When everything collides and falls.
You acting different. He ain't invited to the fucking barbecue no more. People in the live chat can't say I don't know what I'm talking about when I'm holding this. If you want to be the best, you gotta beat the best. And that is me, the best one, Donnie.
This is Ricky Knows Best, and you are watching We Are Wrestling.
Chris Jericho here. We're going to listen to and watch We Are Wrestling.
We Are Wrestling is going live.
We are live.
Olympic hero Kurt Angle, and you're listening to the We Are Wrestling podcast.
Yo, listen, this is the best Wrestler Alive Platinum match, and you're listening to the We Are Wrestling podcast.
Hey everybody, Eric Bischoff here, and you are listening to We Are Wrestling podcast.
Hello everyone, this is Nunzio, former WWE Cruiserweight Champion, and you're watching We Are Wrestling podcast.
We Are Wrestling podcast. Check them out, man.
Stay tuned. Listen to the podcast. Best one, Donnie might teach you a thing or two.
We Are Wrestling.
All right, Chris Jericho here, and we're going to listen to and watch We Are Wrestling.
And if you don't listen to it, then it's one-on-one with The Undertaker.
We Are Wrestling.
What is up? We are Wrestling Maniacs out there worldwide. I'm the host with the most, Mr. We Are Wrestling himself. And still, We Are Wrestling Predictions Champion, the best one, Donnie, here with...
What's going on, We Are Wrestling Maniacs? Today I'm your co-host, 1/4 of the podcast, Rage. What's going on, everybody? I just want to clarify, Donnie's only champion because we tied. So it's kind of like a count out, I guess, if you could say. You know, I mean, to be fair though, it's kind of epic because at least you retained it against the guy who never lost it. So I mean, like, if anything, it was a win for both of us. It really was, because we were both spot on with a lot of shit. Like we had whatever you got wrong, I got right. Whatever I got wrong, you got right. And then there was just that one difference maker. But dude, congrats. But anyways, before we get into how the weekend went and like the rest of our week, Don, what's going on, man?
Normally, with a tie, I would not be excited to go head to head with you into our next WWE PLE predictions. But honestly, the fact that Danny only scored 5 points during
Wrecked.
WrestleMania week, and he is
Wrecked.
crying and he is not here with us live on a Wednesday,
Wrecked.
nothing could be better.
Wrecked.
Nothing could be better. Like, I was so burnt out from Mania week with
Get
all
good.
the content that We Are Wrestling was coming out with. And I thought that, like, going into this Wednesday, I was going to be just so out of it. But without Danny here, like, I feel recharged. I feel refueled, man. I feel great.
Is
this
that what we're
week.
doing? We're
Fine.
burying Danny today.
Well, dude, if I scored 5 points, I wouldn't show my face here.
Yeah, I'd
Just
bury
saying.
myself. I'd bury my fucking self.
Well, we got
Roast me.
a stacked episode for all the We Are Wrestling Maniacs out there. We're live on a Wednesday, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, every Wednesday. And of course, we had Raw after Mania, so we got some TV recaps to talk about. And of course, WrestleMania 42 review. And our main event topic will be Brock Lesnar this week. So we got a very stacked episode. But if you're not a We Are WrestleManiac yet already and you're listening to this episode, wherever you get your podcast, Apple, Spotify, wherever, leave us a 5-star review, not just any review, a best one review, and download this episode. If you're not following us over on Facebook, Instagram, X, and TikTok, give us a follow on there. We're also live over on Facebook and X right now for the pod. If you're not a We Are WrestleManiac yet already over on the YouTube channel where you get the best pro wrestling content, and you're not a part of the thousands of subscribers, we recommend you guys to hit that subscribe button now, turn on the post notifications. Videos and live streams be coming out of nowhere like an RKO. And of course, you already know the grind is real. Yeah. What a weekend.
Yeah, dude. Tyrus, before we continue, we're friends in real life, so this is our love language. We just roast the shit out of him whenever he's not here. We just roast the shit out of him, dude.
Well, it's all love at the end of the day with all of us. Like, we're
all like real life friends. Like, we could say this shit outside of the screen and nothing would be different. It's the etiquette, man. It's what happens when you know people over 10 years.
This is the We Are Wrestling universe, baby. Anything can happen.
Yeah, including the solid roasts.
But man, we got a lot of maniacs here in the live chat right now. We need to show some love to. We got Dakota here. We got Dakota saying, "Cheers, boys! I just took a blinker off my watermelon Skittles cart. Yeah,
Skillet?
there we go.
A skillet. That's a great cooking tool and a great band.
Nate in the live chat. Hey guys, how long do you think Paige and Bree is tag team champions?
We'll talk about that when we get there.
We will, because we're going to be doing a whole review on WrestleMania. Josh Toy Show, what's up, Donnie and Ben? What's going on?
What's up, Josh? What's up?
Deshaun, man, just came back from Vegas.
Good, man.
I would love to know how your trip was.
Yeah, dude. I see that you met Mello. That's kind of fucking cool.
And I hope that you were not one of those fans at the hotel stalking these wrestlers, because I got a lot of shit I need to get off my chest later on.
Don't disappoint us, man. Make us proud.
Make us proud. We got Charlotte here in the live chat. What's up?
Long time no talk.
What's up?
Then we got Tyrus the GOAT.
So many maniacs here hanging out with us, but every week on the We Are Wrestling podcast, we like to start things off with the power of the poll. Every week, you can go over to the We Are Wrestling YouTube channel, go to our community tab, and cast your vote. We put up new power of the polls every Wednesday morning, and we give you guys 1 week to vote. And of course, with Raw after Mania, we wanted to ask you guys, what was the best Raw after Mania moment? And here are the results for the power of the poll.
Yeah. Oh, they coming. Oh, shit, they here.
There it is there. Brock Lesnar returned to WWE in 2012 with 49%, while 28% of you guys picked Dolph Ziggler cashing in the Money in the Bank. 21% picked Goldberg's debut after WrestleMania 19, and only 10% of you guys picked X-Pac returning to WWE in 1998. Do we agree with this power of the poll?
Yeah, because everybody else at the time was like, you can kind of see them coming back at some point. Brock, it wasn't really guaranteed, just as, with Brock Lesnar. That's kind of like how all things go with him. But it was kind of getting teased there for a little bit, like a couple years. And we are just like, dude, like, I want to say around like 2011, 2012, well, more so 2012, it was really dry, like for returns and shit and like genuine excitement because a lot of storylines had just ended. Obviously the Rumble happened, fucking, Mania just happened. So like a lot of things were kind of starting to, we just lost Edge literally the year before. Like a lot of people had also left. So, having Brock come back after, leaving what, 04, 03?
He left in 2004 after WrestleMania 20.
Yeah, so like right after WrestleMania 20. So at this point, it's been close to almost 10 years since he's been in the fucking business in the first place. So, yeah. And John Cena, like going from not being here for, X amount of years with like no mention, like he wasn't really talked about once he was gone. It was like he almost got like the CM Punk treatment almost, but without like, obviously the animosity. It just, he wasn't really talked about. So when he came back, the whole like landscape changed because like, okay, Brock Lesnar's back. How's he going to tangle with a lot of these younger dudes? Well, a lot of these younger dudes are already on their way out now. So it's kind of, it was a big moment. It was a big moment, and Brock was already kind of like a really not say much guy, but like that was kind of his first stint into like the say nothing guy because he didn't really talk on the mic for a while there. Like he didn't really start talking until like what, 2018, 2019?
Yeah, he didn't talk for a while.
Yeah, it was like
because he would have Paul
almost 8,
Heyman
9
cut
years.
the promos for him.
Yeah, and that's another reason. Like again, just to warn you guys, getting put over is not happening today because of the review of WrestleMania. It's going to be a little bit kind of like an extended episode. But yeah, like that's where I started to kind of get into Brock, but we'll get there. But in the getting put over, I said 25 to 26 for my favorite year because he's having a lot of fun now. But when he came back, it was strictly money. It was strictly business. Like he didn't have an ounce of personality in any of his muscles that have muscles. So it just like, yeah, it was a big deal because like we didn't know how it was going to go. But starting with John Cena was a very, very ballsy choice, and we know how that went. So
well, you did say it.
What's going on,
Next
Matt?
week's We Are Wrestling getting put over segment will be Brock Lesnar, which your answers, you already submitted them to me, so they'll still be shared in next
Sweet.
week's episode. I'll speak for you because I know
Thanks,
Danny
bro.
will be back here. He needed a week to vent because he only scored 5 points. But I have to go with Brock Lesnar here for the getting put over because I don't know what it is, man. 2012 Brock Lesnar was built different because this is like right after UFC. Brock and dude, like this is because I think what I loved about this era of Lesnar was it was the PG era of WWE. And
Yeah.
Brock Lesnar came in and said, yeah, we're going to
Fuck
change this
that.
to PG-13. And that match with John Cena at Extreme Rules like still lives in my head. Some
It
of
was
the visuals
teetering
in
like,
that match,
even
incredible.
above PG-13 at some points. Like Brock just pushed. They realized that they could not contain Brock Lesnar, and Brock was going to do what Brock was going to do. And like again, he's not really a man of many words. I mean, today he is. Like Brock can fucking. I could listen to Brock Lesnar talk all day because like a lot of people think like he's like a big, just dumb, fucking angry animal. But dude, dude's articulate as fuck. He's got a hell of a personality, an incredible sense of humor. Like the dude's fucking. He deserves to get his flowers, like while he's still kind of semi-temporary around. So like it just.
I agree.
Yeah, I agree, man.
And also, like, I think the numbers this time around, I can't argue with either. Because normally we're on here saying, like, oh, like, this guy should get this percentage of the pie.
No.
And I feel like this time
This was
around, like,
legit.
it's actually pretty good. Dolph
is
Ziggler
legit.
getting 28%. I think
Yep.
that's fair.
That's
that was
fair.
a great moment.
Nobody saw that coming.
Goldberg's debut was great. X-Pac was great, but obviously compared to the other three, like, it makes sense why he would get 10%.
Lesnar was like the mountain.
Lesnar was the mountain, exactly.
Yeah.
Well
Very
said.
tippy top.
Ooh, we actually got an answer from Deshaun about his Vegas trip. He said, It was great, man. I met tons of wrestlers at World. I recommend going to Vegas. I already miss it. LOL. Man, those fans piss me off. I'd never do that. Good.
Good on
Don't
you, bro.
harass wrestlers at hotels. Don't harass wrestlers at airports.
Do not fucking do it.
Want to beat them? Go to WWE World.
Pay
But
for it, bitch. We all have to.
on winning this week's Power of the Poll. Next week's, you can cast your vote now over on the We Are Wrestling YouTube channel in our community tab. And we're asking you guys, who's the best WWF superstar in the 90s to never win the WWE Championship?
Oh, that's a good list.
Star, Mr. Perfect, Owen Hart, Razor Ramon, or Hot Rod Rowdy Piper. So cast your votes. Since you're not going to be here, you want to answer, or you don't think you have one for...
Honestly, I'm going to... Fuck, this is hard. This is hard because I feel like every single one of them deserved it.
Getting better with this rage.
Fuck. 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 I'm stuck. Realistically, I'm stuck between 3. But like, fuck.
Who's the odd one out?
The odd one out's Mr. Perfect. The other 3, I feel like genuinely had the chops to carry it and like really make it a memorable run rather than, oh, it's Mr. Perfect, and the end game is he's not as perfect as everybody seems. That's boring to me, but everybody else had a personality and a chip on their shoulder and something to prove and had this certain almost charisma and aura about them that could have led to any generation. So, fuck. I'm stuck between the 3 of them, but out of all of them, it's probably between Scott Hall and Roddy Piper. But I'm probably going to have to go with Roddy Piper just because Piper is really responsible for birthing a lot of the greats that we know today, and they really look up to Piper, and especially like his just that, that Irish aggressiveness. Scott Hall is definitely like shoulder and shoulder though, because Scott is just, again, a visionary, but out of all of them, I think probably would have their nose out of the most trouble is probably Roddy Piper.
That is true.
I'm gonna go with Hot Rod.
And I think everybody knows where I stand if you have been listening to the podcast for over 200 episodes. But if you guys want to cast your vote for next week's Power of the Poll, it is up now. Let your voice be heard. But a couple things we will plug away here. We Are Wrestling. We reached 8,000 subscribers over the weekend. Thank you guys for getting us to this massive milestone.
Yeah, boy.
Without you, we wouldn't be doing this podcast. We wouldn't be doing this whole wrestling YouTube channel.
Also, off topic, non-wrestling related. If you're thinking about taking a long break from coffee,
You kind of went in and out. You there?
really died.
I don't.
Oh, what was that?
I don't know. Your thing froze.
Yours did too.
Oh, I don't know. I think it was on your end, or it was on my end. Who knows?
I don't
But
even have a fucking
What was the
Wi-Fi
message
thing.
about coffee? You said.
Oh, if you're thinking about taking a long break from coffee and then you pick it up randomly out of nowhere, maybe pace yourself before you do so. I've had less than half of this, and I'm already fucking jolted. Anyways, continue.
Well, I'm jolted. I don't even need coffee.
Yeah, dude.
But yes, we reached 8,000 subscribers. What a huge milestone this is for the We Are Wrestling YouTube channel. Only 2,000 more subscribers until we get to 10K.
Yeah,
and next
dude.
week on the show, we will be announcing the giveaway for 8,000 subs. So definitely stay tuned for that.
Oh, we're doing a giveaway.
Yes, we are. We have to
slide
man.
me those deets after the show. I'm curious to what you give
Oh, I
away.
will.
Oh,
Absolutely.
shit. All right, sounds good.
We have brand new We Are Wrestling is Unreal shirts available.
Get your shit right now.
Get it right freaking now.
Get it while it's hot, man. Pro Wrestling Tees.
Get it while it's hot. And if you guys don't believe us that it is the hottest shirt, watch this video.
Oh no, what happened?
Yeah, man, it's Rob Money,
Oh,
Dollar Sign
shit.
Entertainment, man. Shout out to my boy, Best One, Donnie.
Mr.
We Are Wrestling
WrestleMania.
Podcast, man. They invited me into the building for WrestleMania Night 1, man. It was crazy, bro. It was
Goat.
crazy, even though I have real beef with Cody Rhodes now. You know what I'm saying? Cody Raheem, you're not my cousin no more.
Cody
You understand
Raheem.
what I'm saying? I didn't need that tonight. You understand? But I
He
got my
said
family here
government
with
name.
me.
He said
And this was a
Raheem.
fire night. And just make sure you
This
got
is like
locked in
what?
for night 2. You heard?
You gotta go tell them about the shirt, man.
Oh, my bad.
Pro
Yo,
Wrestling
we still
Tees.
going?
Yeah, we are.
Because I need you to
Can we talk about that
understand
little
I just
gig
got
where
my
you're just
shirt
like,
tonight. Now you need to get your shirt too, but I just finally got me the new We Are Wrestling shirt, and
That's
my
the
boy Best
blackest
One
fucking
Donnie
dude I
was
know, and I
included
love
on
it.
the
I gotta
WWE
text him.
Unreal podcast. I mean, not even the podcast, the actual show on Netflix. You heard? The show on Netflix. They had my boy out of all people in the world. You already know how many people there is in the world. They had my boy Best One Donnie's reaction for the R-Truth segment on the WWE Unreal program on Netflix. You understand what I'm saying? And that was fire. And it was well-deserved. And I want y'all to all always remember this before anything over everything. The grind is real, baby. The grind is real, baby. And that's what it's all about. That's why we here. And that's why I even feel honored to be here. Because I grind heavy. And to be around other people who grind as well, especially somebody like my boy Donnie and the whole other team and the whole team, We Are Wrestling in the building
dude,
with me here.
Jesus Christ,
Come on,
he's
man.
going
This is
in.
a real WrestleMania thing,
He
baby.
went to town
This
on
is a
that
real
shit.
WrestleMania thing, baby. And I want you to stay tuned because we got nothing but crazy content coming for the rest of the year. You heard $sign Entertainment. And come by a car whenever you're ready.
Also, you guys,
Jesus
you gotta show the back of the
fucking
shirt
Christ.
too. You gotta show it
Yo,
off,
my
man.
bad. My bad.
Yeah, there it is.
We Are Wrestling
Fucking
is
Cam,
unreal.
Jesus
You
Christ.
heard?
Cash
Get out of here,
that,
dude.
We
Get off
Are
the shot.
Wrestling
Get off the shot,
is
dude.
unreal.
And if you don't
What
buy
are
a
you
shirt,
doing?
you are cursed.
You didn't even do it right. It's you are cursed, bro. What the fuck? He's not even.
Yeah, Casual Cam's
All right.
trying to change the gimmick to Cam Housen, but I told
Halloween-
him that's not happening.
You're having a Halloween party, yes, right?
Probably, yeah.
All right. So if I'm in the area this Halloween, I'm telling you this right now. I'm pulling up dressed up as Danhausen. I'm gonna teach him how to fucking do it.
Well, you guys can get your We Are Wrestling is Unreal shirt available now on ProWrestlingTees.com.
Cursed.
Or you are
Yeah, dude.
cursed. There you go. That's how you do it. See, that's why
Yeah,
we
dude.
give him the
You
nickname
are
Casual Cam.
cursed. Oh,
All right, well,
I have to get up there. There we
Over
go.
the weekend, we had people over for WrestleMania
Gabby.
both nights.
He's
Our
holding
buddy
it like a
Gabby.
chopstick. He's holding a skewer like a chopstick. What is he doing? What the fuck, Gabby? I
Well,
need to
Gabby
text
was
him now,
cooking up
too.
some good old Tabaha steaks, man. For
Omaha.
the best ones, baby. And then there we are, just hanging out, watching
my slut
WrestleMania
robe.
in a sold-out Best One living room, baby.
In my slut robe. Yeah, dude.
There's Rod Buddy with his We Are Wrestling is Unreal shirt. And our We
Holy
Are
shit.
Wrestling Thunder Championship Tournament. We have two
I
winners.
called it.
Old School Phil and Ricky Knows Best is moving on to the next round, which is the finals, which will be taking place at SummerSlam with their predictions. And the winner will be the
Bro.
first ever Thunder champion.
Bro, first of all, I just want to say this right now. If Phil wins, I want him to wear it when he announces.
He already said he wants to during our interview. He did say that.
Hell yes. The fucking Thunder title? Fuck
The
yeah.
Thunder title, baby. And let's just
Fuck
say
yeah.
the design is final.
Sorry, Ricky.
Too.
Sorry,
Rage and I
Ricky.
worked on the design, so it is final.
Yes,
You
sir.
guys are going to see it pretty soon on the show.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes,
Also,
sir. Yes, sir.
Blitzkrieg Pro, We Are Wrestling, proud sponsor. They're going to be having an event on Saturday, May 2nd. It was never just a phase. The Headbangers and Cruel are going to be there. We Are Wrestling will be sponsoring Becca versus TJ
On
Crawford.
God.
Former tag team champions, now enemies. And if you haven't seen the part one match between these two, it is up on the We Are Wrestling YouTube channel. But part two is taking place Saturday, May 2nd.
Donnie.
We have a bunch of full matches
Donnie.
on the We Are Wrestling channel.
Donnie.
Yes.
On
Rage.
Becca. On God.
On God. I bet you wish you had this hot bod.
Yeah.
We need to bring her on the pod.
That
We
would
need to
be
make that
fucking
happen.
mental. That'd be fucking mental.
And of course, we have two vlogs that are up on the We Are Wrestling YouTube channel right now.
Oh, pause. Did you see Bryce Donovan reshared the fucking shit with fucking Rod Money?
Did he?
He shared it on his Instagram and was like, I love my fans. Thank you. We are wrestling. And he tagged us.
Yeah,
Dude,
we
he
love you,
tagged
Bryce.
us and it's literally just this. And he literally cut it down to all of his interactions with Rod and he posted, he was like, and I quote, let me
No,
actually go
he
to,
didn't.
dude,
I'm
dude,
going on
pull it
my
up,
phone
pull it up
right
right now.
now.
Pull it up right now. Pull it up right now.
I got you right now. No way.
Yeah,
'Cause
Bryce
I was
Donovan-
not on social media yesterday. That's probably why.
He uploaded it today.
Okay, that's why then.
Yeah.
Oh, I see it.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on a minute. Is there a way I can like actually pull this up on here?
If you're logged into Instagram on your computer, you can share it on the
Alright,
screen.
I'm gonna log in
You
here.
gonna log in real quick.
But I'll let you talk about the 2 vlogs here that we do have down here. This is the February one.
Okay, so we got the Blitzkrieg bringing it down vlog, which was what you said, February, right? This is
February's vlog,
February,
yep,
right before I
bringing it
went out to Ohio and Cali. Okay, yeah, this was a really fun night. Really, really fun night. Definitely one of like the better Blitzkrieg nights. That was just kind of like a vibe. Bryce Donovan was probably the highlight of that for me, and Tommy Dreamer obviously, but Bryce Donovan was like on another level crowd interaction wise. It was good, and that one's gonna be coming out here real soon, Friday, right?
Yep, it's already out last Friday.
Oh yeah, that's right, last Friday.
And then we have, of course, this vlog right here. You can talk about real quick.
I can't with this face. WWE fan goes to indie show part 2. Rod came with us this past time that we went, and not only was he interactive with the with some of the wrestlers, but he actually got to be a part of the show. You actually get to see him get into Bryce Donovan's face, which you're going to be seeing the footage here being pulled up shortly. Rod took his first bump and got shoved through chairs and right to the ground, and literally kept the face that you see right here on the thumbnail for at least 2 minutes before he said a fucking word or moved. It was an incredible time. Don't you guys miss it. It was incredible.
Why is it so damn hard to log into Instagram on a desktop computer?
It's not for me.
Not for you? Hold on. I think I might have it here. Here, actually, no, fuck it. You log in. Log into your Instagram. We'll
Want me to
share
log
it.
into my Instagram?
Yeah, because I don't know why. It's like doing this whole, like, ever since Meta took over, like, it's like you have to do this code to get to that code to get to this code.
I'm going to be honest, bud. I thought you said ever since Meadow took over. I'm like, oh, shit.
Meta.
You said, I was like, oh, shit. Are you fucking now? All right, let me see.
Rod Buddy is a legend, Josh. Yes, he is.
Fine,
Which, guys, if you haven't checked this vlog out, it is up on the channel. Must watch. You're probably going to hear us talk about it for the longest time.
Bryce Chuck. He still has his shit up.
Hey, we got Omar in the live chat. What's up? We are WrestleManiacs. We have a lot to cover. Yes, we do. Rage right now is looking up the Bryce Donovan video. I haven't seen it yet. So let's see this little mashup video he put together. I'm excited.
Okay.
And he got the clips from the WWE Fan Goes to Indie Show Part 2 vlog.
All
right, you got it?
Yep. Full screen it if you want.
All right, let me full screen it.
All right, here we go.
Bro, I love you. I love you, bro. I love you. That's fucked up. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. That was fucked up. You do
He plays right at him.
He said,
My fucking night was incredible that night.
Still fucking suck. Still suck.
He ain't gonna do anything. Look at this soft guy. Soft. Soft.
He said fuck you to the camera, not even Bryce, bro.
wow.
I love
Yeah,
Dude,
dude.
that is so good. Wow.
Yeah, cuh.
Oh my goodness. I can't believe that. Well, shout out to Bryce Donovan. Shout out to Bryce Donovan.
Dude, I'll fucking go to any goddamn show with fucking Rod, dude. I almost want to bring him to a metal show and see like how he'd do. Like, I want to see how he'd do.
I could definitely confirm I think he'll be at the Luau.
Okay. Oh,
I will confirm that.
Oh.
The goal is we're trying to fill up the entire front row.
Yes. Why is Rod money on the Thunder tournament? Well, because we have to find somebody else that will also combat Rod too. Because, unfortunately, we'd have to even the score a little bit. I mean, technically, if we sent if Dan Eddie bought like another like replica title and then just taped on the fucking Thunder thing on it like he did with the We Are Wrestling, he could technically. But
That was a
if we
fun
can find
rip.
if we can find somebody like that could go against Rod, it's possible.
Well, I did announce this during night one
What's up,
live
Destry?
watch along. For the Thunder Championship, Rod Buddy is the #1 contender against either Ricky
Whoever
Knows
wins.
Best or Old School Phil.
I hope it's Phil just for like the Blitzkrieg pump too, because like that'd be kind of cool seeing one of our titles on the Blitzkrieg TV, like actual Blitzkrieg TV. It's cool,
Well, yeah, and maybe it'll be all
Sorry,
over
Ricky.
IWTV. But guys, it's time to get into the We Are Wrestling highlight of the week.
Ah, shit. Dude, there's so many. I think for an honorable what the fuck moment is Brock retiring.
Which will be our main event topic, by the way.
Yeah, that would probably be like the shock moment of the week, I should say. But my highlight would probably be honestly just WrestleMania weekend in general. Like not necessarily, just the event, but hanging out with you guys, watching the event, being able to kick it with T-Bone, smoking out of a Psyduck. Like that was cool. That was cool. I'm more of like an experience guy more than I am like an actual event guy. And then WrestleMania season's always obviously like special as fuck to me because it's obviously a wrestling fan Super Bowl. So that'd be my highlight. It's just the week.
Eric said Cody getting punted. That's just wrong. Getting into my highlight of the week, it's probably got to be the same thing because I really look forward to these big PLEs, getting everybody over here, watching the show all together in my living room. It's really a highlight because of the experience, like you said. Yep. And sometimes we really get caught up with the content that like we don't really have a lot of time to get to hang out with our buddies off camera. And that's like one thing I really enjoy about these weekends, like WrestleMania, SummerSlam, Royal Rumble, is that like we actually get to spend time together over the weekend. Like I feel like that's like
I was actually just telling Charlotte. I was actually just telling Charlotte the other night about about New Year's when fucking Meadow said the cops are outside. You fucking threw your hands up because you're high as shit. You kept them up there just.
Wow, we got a lot of highlighted weeks here. Let's
see. That's the shit that I like that I want to do, but also, while doing our thing, that shit was so fucking funny though, man. Like,
it's so good.
That and then the fucking me and John and T-Bone's fucking magical contraption we did with your fucking what was it, a fucking leaf blower, and we put like 3 blunts on the top of it, and then we just made like a fucking flamethrower out of weed.
I do remember that in the Best One gym. Let's see here. We got Josh Toy Show, Danhausen segment, and Cody getting punted. Yeah, honestly, segment-wise, probably Danhausen would have been my highlight of the week, like it always is. And Oba being over. Deshaun, Jade losing, LOL, finally a real champion. Absolutely. But lots of great highlights, but I think it is time, before we get into our WrestleMania review for WrestleMania 42, I think it's time to hear from our buddy Ricky Knows Best and his thoughts on WrestleMania 42. So here we go.
Well, the official downfall of the show, ladies and gentlemen. Take it easy. Have a good night.
Ricky knows best, ladies and gentlemen. Ricky knows best. Believe in me. God bless you.
It's me, Ricky Williams.
One of the best
Moxley's
intros
just as
ever.
crazy as him.
No, Ricky! Bullshit!
They do it too sometimes. I'll be catching it.
It's me, Ricky Williams.
Stop playing.
But that's my opinion.
Our numbers go up to 30.
He's so over it.
Ricky knows best, ladies and gentlemen. Ricky knows best. Believe in me. God bless you.
What's up?
30 people
We are
outside.
wrestling. This is Ricky Knows Best. How's everybody doing tonight? Let me get my thoughts on WrestleMania. First off, WrestleMania was terrible. I'm sorry. Night 1, terrible. Night 2, I'm not gonna lie. Night 2 was a little bit, but overall terrible. I gave it a 4 out of 10 stars. I'm sorry. The main event, night 2 was good. Punk and Reigns was a very solid match. The rest of the card, though, like this is probably the worst WrestleMania in years. Probably the worst WrestleMania of all time. It just didn't have no structure to it, no hype, no promo. Like the whole Mania was just, I'm not gonna say lackluster and underwhelming, but it was just didn't live up to certain standards, I guess. Didn't live up to certain standards. That's my opinion, though. Oh, yeah. Just got Casual Cam out the way. Defeated the Casual one. Old School Phil, don't take it personal, buddy.
Would you look at that? Your boy won just as he said he would. Jungle Boy no more, the voice of the faithful triumphant. And now we are on to SummerSlam predictions for me to finally be the inaugural Thunder champion. Because let's face it, who else was it going to be? Well, if it was going to be anybody else, it was probably going to be Ricky, because Ricky does know best. And wouldn't you know it, it's me and Ricky goes best. So Ricky, good luck, my friend. But right now, if you knew best, you'd quit when you were ahead, because you have no chance, boy. I love you, but it's mine. It's already mine, brother.
But I'm coming for you, all right? No disrespect, nothing. I'm coming for you, Uncle Phil.
For or
okay?
with or
Old
on
School Phil,
or
Uncle
in.
Phil. Respectfully, I'm coming for you. Well, peace out. We are wrestling. Thank you.
What a fucking promo. All right. Okay, so
All right. There's our championship, baby. We are wrestling Thunder title. There's a preview.
The Thunder. Wait. A preview? I didn't see the preview. Fuck. I was too busy fucking marking out.
There it is, right there.
Ooh. Aw, shit. The
It's
Thunder
getting made,
Championship.
baby. It's
Let's
getting
go.
made. Let's
go.
freaking go. But the stakes
Let's
are
go,
high,
Phil.
man. going
What's
into
up,
SummerSlam.
dude?
Yes, sir. We got, look at that. Voice of the faithful. I mean,
Why
I don't
not?
want you to come for me.
Sharing
in
is
any way.
caring. Sharing is caring. I'm gonna do it anyways. The fuck? Give you a jar of it instead of teeth. It's just gonna be me. I'm kidding.
Well, that was some wise words from Ricky Knows Best about WrestleMania 42. How did you feel about his hot take?
But I have a limit. What's up?
So what was your thoughts on Ricky's take with WrestleMania 42?
I mean,
It was a hot one.
He was halfway there, you know, like it was like night one, holy shit. Like what the fuck? Night one was like a what the fuck. Night two was better. He was spot on about the main event. About the rest of the card though, I don't know. Like it had a
I liked
lot
it.
of really heavy hitters, man. Like
I
night two
enjoyed
was
night
pretty
2.
good. Night one, I stand on probably like if I had to like really analyze it and like look back, night 1 out of 10 would have probably been like a 6, but night 2 was a solid like 8.
Yeah, I think I gave night 1 5.5. I think I gave night 2. I think I gave that a 9. Actually,
I think you gave it an 8.
Or an 8. Yes, I did
Yeah.
give it an 8. You're right.
Facts.
You're right.
Facts, Phil. Night 1 was one of the worst manias ever. Period.
You got that right. Tyrus in the live chat. Ricky Knows Best needs side plates and name tag on this beauty. Well, who knows if Ricky's gonna walk away with the title, because
That'd
old
be cool
school
if we can get,
Phil's
like,
going
magnetic
against him.
fucking. That'd be cool if we can get like magnetic like name templates that can just stick on the bottom of the title. That'd be kind of cool.
That would be pretty cool. But here's my like initial thoughts during the show. I have a nice little clip I could show.
Oh shit.
That went
Oh.
viral.
Yo, I'm sick of this fucking commercial! Fuck, man!
Crash out.
Absolute crash out. But I think it's time we get into the WrestleMania 42 review, because
Fucking
it's going
do
to be
it.
a long one. So
Let's do it.
here we go. Starting things off, we had John Cena, corporate Cena, keeping his word that he would be in a suit and tie whenever he's on WWE TV. He was looking sharp, looking like a news reporter out here, welcoming everybody to WrestleMania. Then we get into our opening match. We had a 6-man tag match, the Usos and LA Knight. Yeah, versus Logan Paul, Austin Theory, and I Show Speed.
This wasn't like a terrible match. Like it was fun. It was like a fun opening. Interesting face turn from Speed after. Like I wasn't expecting that shit. I mean, obviously it's gonna be Speed versus Logan at some point, probably SummerSlam, with how it's shaping up to look, especially with TKO's new little business format.
The business era, what old school Phil would
I
say.
liked it. I liked it. Like I said, LA Knight got the pin, which I think is super fucking cool.
Good for him.
It's gonna keep some relevancy on him, and it's gonna keep him. It makes him look strong. I will say Speed was kind of impressive for like what he did do. I thought his leap at the very end was fucking hilarious because like you weren't sure if he was going for a frog splash, but it's like he kind of did this thing like if you were to take a caterpillar and just like throw it off a ledge and it just keeps fucking like flopping. That's exactly what Speed did.
I thought at first like he was going for a shooting star press.
So he basically essentially did what a fish does when it comes out of water and it just flips the fuck around. Speed did that in the air. But hey, it sold. He went through the table. It was good. Silly match, but fun match.
It is what it is. I went into this with low expectations. I will say Speed looked good in the spots that he was in. I just didn't really have that much excitement going into this, so I didn't really care that much. But I will say for like the first match for night one, great way to set the tone. Great way. I think the latter match could have definitely been utilized.
I'm just glad that LA Knight was on fucking WrestleMania, if I'm being honest. I think that was
but come on, LA Knight deserves better than being in a 6-man tag.
Absolutely.
All right, we'll let you take away with the next match.
All right, so the next match we have, oh my god, dude, Jacob
one of the best
Fatu.
Entrances, one of the best gear for WrestleMania, in my opinion.
Jacob Fatu versus Drew McIntyre, man. This match was fun. This was a street fight?
Unsanctioned match.
Unsanctioned match? Okay, so like they went through the crowd. They fucking had the energy roaring. For me, I think that this might be my night one match just because I'm a huge Fatu advocate. Like I fucking love Jacob Fatu. Drew McIntyre, professional, man. That dude is just, fucking everything that WWE needs right now.
Should be WWE champion.
I understand why he's not, especially with his travel schedule and like him going from arena to filming back in Scotland again, filming, it's a lot. It is a fucking lot, but I'm glad at least he was able to go to, to fucking Scotland as champion when they had Clash. But at the same time, again, this match, stellar. Fucking stellar. Everything. I feel like we should have gotten a lot of color, but at the same time, the quality of the match spoke for itself, and the finish was great. So I was really, really, really happy with this match. I'm glad that the rivalry is over, and as we saw for the follow-up to Raw After Mania,
we'll be talking about that in our TV recap after our Mania review.
Mm-hmm.
So getting into like my thoughts about this match, I think if there was color here, people's thoughts on night one would be a lot different, because I think with the unsanctioned match, like not having the color definitely pissed a lot of people off. I know I was one of them. And maybe that's because like I'm so used to watching like AEW pay-per-views where people are bleeding every couple matches. But I felt like this match could have really used some blood, especially if you're going to have Drew McIntyre off of TV. But I thought the spots were good. It was a good overall match. Just that missing the color, that was what was missing for me in this. But then we get into our women's tag team fatal 4-way match for the titles. Alexa Bliss, Charlotte Flair, which I did actually dig their gear as well, versus Lyra Valkyria and Bayley. Wish Valkyria had the wings. I don't know what she's doing with that typical jacket. Versus the tag team champions, Nia Jax and Lash Legend. Love them paying homage to the newest Hall of Famers, Demolition, versus Brie Bella. And unfortunately, Nikki Bella could not compete, but we got the return of Paige in WWE. What's your thoughts on Paige being back?
Not the spot I would have put her, but obviously, spots need to be filled. Things happen last minute, unexpected things happen, injuries happen. So for what it was, she got a really, really good fucking pop. Everybody's excited to see her. I don't know. I'm kind of excited as to how this whole thing's going to unfold, especially with, the Bella Twins supposed to, obviously, I don't think they were originally slated to win, but with Paige's return, they wanted to up it. And I think it was originally supposed to go to Bayley and Lyra, which I feel horrible about because Bayley was genuinely upset, and you could tell. Which I think is also going to kind of go into an angle here soon. That might be their first like defense, if we're going to be real, though. I was really, really into it. I was really, really into it, man. I love Paige. love Paige. So I think that this is going to be really, really good going forward. I just can't believe that we're in an era where Paige, CM Punk, John Cena was just here, AJ Styles was just here, Brock Lesnar retired fucking literally the next night. Like it's wild that we're seeing our childhood return. So I think that that's like my biggest and deepest feelings on it.
Yeah, dude, I was very happy with Paige's return.
Same.
I thought that the spot, I would have preferred it getting involved with like AJ Lee versus Becky. I think that would have made more noise. But overall, like, I really do like where this could go because, of course, Nikki's probably going to be jealous that Paige has her spot. And I guess according to multiple sources, I guess the plan was for the Bellas to actually win even before Paige got announced from what they were saying.
Okay.
But I will say, I thought the match got me more excited because obviously going into this would like fill up some TV time on both Raw and SmackDown. So like it was one of those matches where it was like, all right, we really don't care. It's good that they're on the card, but like there's other matches we're looking forward to. But I think adding Paige to this as like a surprise, teaming with Brie, definitely made things a lot more exciting going into this. Definitely had me paying attention. And I thought overall, like all 8 women looked great in this match. And then Lash Legend, really impressive. I don't know why I don't know why he hates on her. But then Nikki hits Charlotte with the crutch. And then next thing you know, we have new tag team champions, Brie and Paige winning the titles, which I thought this was cool because
Bayley
Paige, when she first got called up to the main roster on Monday Night Raw, she won the Divas title the very first night. So for her to come back and then win the tag title the very first night, I think that was a cool little full circle moment.
Facts. Bayley's back there in agony, bro. You could see it, dude. And I feel like
pissed.
I feel like people do that shit intentionally. So it's like, like I feel like there's more to it. But yeah, no, it was a good night, solid match either way.
And Josh Toy Show in the live chat, I was glad to see Paige back. Nice to see her back where she began. I agree. And she got a very good pop too, which was great to see. All right, moving on to the next match. I'll let you take this away because I was getting pizza. And wings.
I didn't pay much attention to this match because, again, like everybody, you guys know how fatigued I was. Everybody knows how fatigued we are of this whole fucking rivalry. It ended last night, that night rather. Thankfully, it was cool seeing obviously, AJ Lee on the WrestleMania bill. That's obviously really cool with Becky Lynch on top of it too. The match itself was okay. Again with AJ being gone so much. Them having a reduced live show schedule, you only have so much time to tussle in a ring and get that rust off, and AJ's still rusty, like she's still kind of green, and it wasn't a Mania match per se, it wasn't a caliber for Mania. I would have seen this on a Raw, I would have seen this on any other PLE, but it was least exciting, honestly.
You see, going into a storyline that's been happening since the fall of 2025. I would want more into the storyline. They had a couple great, it seemed like they were starting to pick up momentum after Elimination Chamber, but I think what really screwed things up for the excitement of this match was just doing the same old thing over and over again. Whether that was just a backstage interview, confrontation, we should be doing things outside the arena. Change some things up, have Becky go to AJ's house or have AJ go to Becky's house. Give us some stuff that's outside of the arena and just not the same old they're in the ring, here they go, they're gonna cut a couple promos and then maybe smack each other across the face and that's it. I think that's why the storyline, it just felt like it was getting dragged on. They weren't adding anything interesting to it. And I felt like they just really missed the target. Hopefully, moving forward now, we could see new feuds with Becky, new feuds with AJ. Just hopefully we move on from this.
Facts.
It's awful. But Becky ends up winning the Intercontinental Championship. Already knew that was happening. Then we move on to the next match. We had Gunter versus Seth Rollins, which to me, this was probably the match of the night out of everything during night one.
One,
I
agree.
enjoyed it.
Two, Rollins' gear is just fucking stellar, dude. I'm so glad that like he's back to like a more vicious like he's almost in between like the architect and like almost like that savior Rollins, I guess. Like but like there's more like there's more depth to it. It feels like, you know, it's good to see Rollins back to where he belongs, I guess. You know, like I was getting really sick and tired of that stupid fucking laugh. I was getting sick of him raiding Becky's fucking wardrobe. I was sick of all that shit, dude. Like it was kind of cool because it was different at first, but now that like, you know, I think when it comes to, you know, the superstars themselves, we're so fucking back. In terms of the product, we got a ways to go.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I think talent right now though is at
We're
an
so
all-time
fucking
high
back.
in WWE
Yeah, Finn Balor
because
is,
there's
like,
so
the-
many
the-
people
the
that
main thing.
like we sit here every week and we say, "Oh, this person's gonna be a world champion," but it's like maybe in any other era of WWE, that's definitely the case. But because of how stacked the rosters are in both Raw and SmackDown, and just overall in the WWE, overall in AEW, overall in TNA, it's very tough nowadays to really determine like who's going to be a world champion.
Is it
It's
just
like,
me?
because it's like
Or-
even with LA Knight, for example, he's somebody that we continue to talk about how he should be a world champion, but it's hard because you think about it, it's like you got Roman, you got Cody, CM Punk, now Jacob Fatu.
Is it just me, or this is more about Rollins, but ever since he got injured, like now that he's back and everything, is it just me, or does it feel like Rollins is like still kind of like away from like on injury? Like he doesn't feel like he's operating at 100%.
I don't believe anything when it comes to Seth Rollins and health nowadays. I
It's
just
like
completely have just like
did you notice that though?
not
Like
cared.
did you notice though? Like he is definitely not performing at his highest, if that makes any sense. Like there's been a noticeable like gradual reduction on how far he's going.
Well, when you have a bad, like you tear your ACL, you have a bad knee, a bad back,
Well, true,
a
but at
bad
the same
neck, like
time,
it's all
but
going to add up through
we've also
time.
seen people that have also gone through worse and have performed better. So it just
I think Rollins, I think he hasn't lost, he hasn't missed a beat.
I think
Maybe instead of
just
1,000, he's like
feels like-
999.
No, there feels like there's something off. Like I don't know if it was just a bad night, if he was like sick or something, but like I don't know. It seems like we're not there yet with Rollins. Like I feel like he's not where he's gonna be going yet. Like
Well, you have to realize there is zero build to this match, except
no, for
like,
sure, but like
Gunther
these
wanted
are
to prove
also,
he's the
but we've
best.
also seen other people take nothing and turn it into excellence. You know, so it just I know that this match was basically mainly for this reason, but at the
yeah,
same
which
time,
we saw the return of Braun Breaker hitting Rollins with the spear. Breaker looks good. He looks like he hasn't missed a beat at all. Great shape. Hits Rollins with the spear. Helps Gunther get the win. Overall, I thought this was a good match. And then we did see freaking Braun Breaker do like the 1,000-yard dash. Hits Rollins with the spear.
That shit
Hugs
was
Paul
incredible.
Heyman. And now we have a new program going into Backlash and the summer of 2026, which honestly, at first I wasn't happy about this not happening at WrestleMania because I saw the reports with Braun Breaker being healthy. But honestly, I'm kind of happy that they didn't do the match at Mania because I do want them to give them a proper build up with this feud.
Facts.
And give us a couple of PLE matches between the two, and hopefully Braun Breaker takes the next step. And then he can go after the world title, which I know how you feel about him, but I think that Breaker's ready.
As long as he can get some more personality beforehand, that's all that matters.
That promo on Raw was great.
That's okay.
Which, before we get into that match, Tyrus here in the live chat. Nah, Braun spear both times in 4K looked bad. He just dived downwards while the camera broke the magic.
Understandable. I can get down with that, especially in terms of like, you know, cinematic and film reasons. I can understand why you feel that way because that's facts.
That is true. It is hard with like doing all this AK cameras and like all these different angles and stuff. I think WWE is still trying to. Well, I'm just saying WWE is still trying to find like that perfect like shot with everything because it does seem like since Kevin Dunn
You also
like stepped down, they've
also
been
gotta-
trying to adjust and try new things.
But you also have to
And you have to respect them for trying new stuff.
But you also have to understand that a lot of this is on Braun too, because his timing is off. If he jumps a little later than when he jumps, they would get the right angle. The dude's already had a downward fucking dive because he jumps hella fucking far away. Like, he's trying to make farther distance, and I'm like, dude, you're literally heavy as fuck. You're not gonna make farther distance than you already have.
It's tough running
Yeah.
down that ramp. I can't imagine on the biggest stage of the ball running as fast as I
Tyrus.
can and then hitting the spear. But
Yeah, like, that's
we'll
not
have to
even a
wait and see.
spear. Like, he's literally like almost sniffing Rollins' ass, bro. Like, his fucking he's literally downwards, bro. Like, he's not fucking doing a spear. He's like literally doing a front flip so he can get a fucking
All right, well, get into the next match for the WWE Women's World Heavyweight Championship. Liv Morgan versus Stephanie Valkyrie for the title. What was your thoughts on this match?
Like, I love Liv Morgan, but I'm kind of tired of Liv Morgan.
Nah, man, not
I'm
me.
tired. I'm tired. You know, like, I just like, nah. Regardless, it was a good match. It was a really good match. Solid feud. I think it was the right choice. I think it was the right call. But I don't know. You know, in terms of excitement, I'm not really there.
I think the match would have been so much better if they were given more time. But I guess, according to Body Slam, the Liv Morgan versus Stephanie Valkyrie was short as it was because both were banged up heading into this match, and WWE didn't want either one to get hurt further. But I don't know if I believe those reports because Liv Morgan had a solid long match on Raw with Sol Ruka, which I know we'll get into later on.
That was
in the
also
show.
put over Sol, and that was after Mania.
That was great. But overall, like, I wish that they had more time because this was one of the matches where I thought that, like, both women, they were going to give them, like, a solid, like, 20 minutes, and they were just going to put on a classic. But that just unfortunately wasn't the case. But I think we are running it back because we did get the stare down after Raw. But here it is. We have Raquel and Roxanne helping Liv Morgan win.
Josh, love the song, hate the entrance.
I didn't like the special entrance she did at Mania, but I do like the new song a lot better than what she had previously. I think adding, like, the lyrics and stuff is a lot better. Tyrus here in the live chat. Felt like Valkyrie is buried. I know they capitalized on Liv's babyface push to come. Remember when Valkyrie had stellar matches like against Io Sky? Yeah, I do, but maybe she is banged up, and that's why the match was 6 minutes long. Because, like, I can't think of another reason. Like, Stephanie was putting on, like, hour matches in Stardom, and then Liv Morgan, like, if you, like, follow her on social media, you could see, like, she's been training hard at Natty's school. So, like, it just doesn't make sense that, like, they got 6 minutes, so something must have happened.
Maybe.
But Liv Morgan does win the World Championship. I do hope that they run this back at Backlash and they do get more time.
Facts.
And we did get Bianca Belair. We were wondering where she's been, and she made an announcement to the entire stadium that she and Montez are going to be having a baby. So we are wrestling want to send a huge congratulations to Bianca and Montez on the great news. And honestly, really cool for her to, like, keep a secret like this for 8 weeks. Insane.
6 months, bro, not 8 weeks.
Oh, 6 months, I meant. I must have been read something wrong there.
Montez was working out. Montez worked out for 8 weeks.
Yeah, he worked
but
out
kept
for
the
6 weeks.
secret.
You're right.
Yeah.
Yep,
Yeah,
you're
8
right.
weeks, but kept the secret about the pregnancy for 6 months.
Yeah. And then we get into our main event match, Randy Orton versus Cody Rhodes, which Cody Rhodes, one of the best entrances both nights of Mania, in my opinion. Incredible presentation.
Oh, yeah, dude. Like, this was a nice blast.
Incredible
entrance. Yeah, I agree.
Because if you see here, you have Cody Rhodes' debut gear with his John Deere tights that he faced against Randy. Then you have the undashing Cody Rhodes. You have the Stardust, and then you do have, like, the jacket from his WrestleMania return.
Yeah.
I think that was really cool, the whole presentation with Cody. I thought that was amazing.
The match, incredible. The additions, fucking stupid. The finish, absolute bullshit.
Yeah. Randy should have won. I agree. It was funny, though, seeing the way Pat McAfee did get, like, stretchered off, though, after getting elbowed by Jelly Roll.
Yeah, that was cool.
But I don't know, dude. This match just didn't connect with me, and I think a lot of it had to do with the build-up with Pat
The match may
McAfee.
not have connected, but the fucking punt connected.
Oh, that did. And that's going to make things more interesting when we get into the Randy and Cody feud without a celebrity involved.
Yeah.
But overall, I think they could have definitely done a lot better. Pat McAfee
Same.
comes out with the referee suit, pins, which this didn't make sense to me, and I
It
want to
didn't.
critique this because
See,
because if
it should
Pat
have been
McAfee,
Aleister Black.
wait, yeah, it should have been Aleister Black, but Pat McAfee's doing the pin, right? If you
Yeah.
noticed, he was doing a normal referee pin count. But when
Yep.
you're a heel and you're a special guest referee, what do they usually do? What did they do in the
1, 2,
Ruthless?
3.
Ruthless
I've
Aggression
se-
era,
dude,
Attitude
I've
era.
seen I've seen Chris Jericho fucking ref before as a heel. I've seen it.
Yep.
When John Cena was fucking champion, he tried to get that shit out of his fucking hands. He was like,
Not that carny bullshit. And then Brady hits him with the RKO. I think this is what we wanted for the longest time. Glad that this happened. And then Cody Rhodes ends up retaining, taking advantage of the opportunity. This was just missed opportunity, man. Orton
Randy
should have
shoulda won.
won. Shitty freaking finish. Because then this would have been better for Cody long term, going after Randy with the title.
Ted DiBiase was Jr. was present in the corner seats trying to buy his way back. That was really sad. Facts.
I did see that. And I guess apparently he owes Randy Orton $25,000.
Oh shit. And he's over here still trying to buy his way back. Oh my god, that's not a good look.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
that's not a
Randy
good
Orton
look.
hits Cody with the punt kick. And then we get to see Cody's eye on Monday Night Raw. We'll get into that in our TV recap. But Randy Orton holds up the title. So this feud is far from over. All right. There's poor Pat McAfee. He'll never be on WWE TV again. He'd said it on the Pat McAfee show, but who knows? All right. Let's get into night 2 of WrestleMania here. And we start off again with the Never Seen 17, corporate John Cena in a suit. Honestly, I really like corporate Cena.
Same.
I thought I was going to hate it, but I thought he did a really good job as host of WrestleMania. Just wish maybe we got some backstage segments in between and not those fucking commercials.
Yeah.
Never say never. And then we start off the show with Obafemi versus Brock Lesnar.
First of all, I'm shook that this was an opening match.
This was
but
a great way to get the excitement for Mania.
It really
though.
set the tone. It really set the tone. Obviously, this was a passing of the torch match, or so we thought. This match was incredible. It was just a heavy-hitting match between two big-ass fucking dudes. I forgot. It's really crazy to think about how big Obafemi is at 27 years old compared to Brock, because he's a little bit bigger than Brock, which is nuts to think. But overall, the match was solid. Brock went out to business for Oba. Really went out to business and let him almost borderline fucking bury his ass. This match was the most different Brock Lesnar match because of that reason. He was 100% putting Obafemi over as the next monster of WWE.
And that's how you do it.
With him, I knew something was up the moment right before the finish. It was literally seconds before Oba put him into that Oba bomb. Looked right out at the crowd one last time, and it was a different look because it wasn't like a look of fuck you, like Brock usually is. You could tell he was getting one last look and really soaking in the crowd one last time. And then went to go hit the F5, got Oba bombed, and we got pinned 1, 2, 3. And he was laying in the middle of the ring for a while, so I kind of knew what was happening. And then he took off his gloves, and the moment he took off his last glove is when I knew the shoes were next, and I knew
Hit us.
He hit the X, which means that it's off script. He's done. He called it a day. He called it a day at WrestleMania. And it is a wild ride that he opted out of 2 more matches. And hey, once you it's not. I forgot who said it, but there was a legend recently, I think, that said it. But once you know, you know. You just
I think AJ
know.
Styles said that.
Yeah, once you know, you just know. You could go out into a match ready to perform, think nothing of it, but then it only happens once in your entire career where something just hits you and it clicks. and you just know that it's time to call it a day. And Sunday was that day for Brock, which is I cried. I cried after the
I
match.
do want to
just
read a
because-
comment actually on the repost because we uploaded the reaction to the We Are Wrestling YouTube channel. As of
Yeah.
right now, sitting at 4.4K. And somebody commented this. Let's see here. He said, I like how the dude in the middle with the sweater is crying with no words other than wow. And it just hit me as of now that Brock Lesnar just retired today.
Wait, what was the comment again?
So the comment was, let's see.
It was towards me, I know.
Yep, it was towards you. He said, I like how the dude in the middle with the sweater is crying with no words other than wow. And it just hit me as of now that Brock Lesnar just retired tonight.
Yep, because dude, Brock Lesnar is so synonymous with this industry that like the Undertaker, it feels immortal and it never feels like they're fully gone or truly gone. Brock's one of those people, whether you love him or hate him, whatever the history is, it makes it that much harder because Brock was in the hype, the probably the prime of his career, this final run. Brock was having the most fun he's ever had in his life in the last few years, honestly, that he's been a part of, this whole ride. But this one felt special. But the moment he came back, we were watching Brock Lesnar's retirement tour. And I hate that we never knew it. But Brock, it honestly seems like the most Brock Lesnar way to do it because Brock's always been private. Brock's always been calling his own shots. So to answer you, Tyrus, do you think Brock forced his retirement ritual? Yes, but not in a crass or heinous way. I think he just knew he was done. And I think he was just ready to call it a day, man. Like, it's WrestleMania. Like, compare WrestleMania to SummerSlam. Like, I understand it's like where he's from in Minnesota, but WrestleMania is literally the end all be all of sports entertainment. Like it's literally the Super Bowl of the industry. And to go out and make that, I feel like it made the night that much more special, in a way, because I think Brock knows that we're going in a different direction after Mania as well. Like, I'm not saying that as a bad thing, but I think I don't think he wanted to do it, which I understand. But
he just knows how predictable it would have been going against Gunther, which is why I think he made this decision, because that's the thing about Brock Lesnar. He's always been private. And everything that Brock's done throughout his entire career, whether it was WWE, NFL, New Japan Pro Wrestling, UFC, he's always been unpredictable. And I think for him, it just made sense that this was the right time because they had lightning in a bottle with Oba and Brock. Like, you heard the crowd. They were never that loud ever for a Brock Lesnar segment in years until we got those segments with him and Oba Femi. So I felt like Brock Lesnar wanted to retire just being at an all-time high.
I think that Brock is somebody
he was happy.
Also,
he was content.
But I think Brock's also somebody that knows when he sees the next big thing. And he's also smart enough to know that Gunther does not need an accolade of retiring Brock Lesnar under his belt.
Not when he friggin' retired John Cena, AJ Styles, and Goldberg.
When Oba Femi needs it and Brock is down with it and sees that potential, yeah, I think that this was the right call. And I think that Brock deciding to do this against the script really honestly put a lot of stock in for Oba. I think he knew that, like, there's nothing that could get better than this. And at that point, like, if you were to ruin that with Gunther, it would have just made it look so minuscule. It's like, oh, okay, we got a dominant dude just retiring another fucking person. No. If Brock really went into business for himself on behalf of Oba and to also put the proper bookend at the end of his career simultaneously, I don't see any wrong in this. And honestly, this is the way it's supposed to be.
I don't see any wrong in it, and I know we're going to go more into details in our main event topic for this week's episode of the We Are Wrestling Pod, but I think that overall, dude, Oba and Brock, it made sense to me because at first I was criticizing the finish because it was too fast, and I was just thinking, like, this is Brock Lesnar we're talking about, the guy who went in the UFC, the guy who's always been an ass kicker,
the guy that
and I didn't think that, like, he would
streak.
just kick out the guy who ended the streak. I didn't think that he was going to kick out or I thought he was going to kick out of a choke slam and a slam. Like, Obafemi only did a couple moves on him, and Brock didn't kick out. But now with him retiring, it just reminds me of the spot with John Cena in his final match on Saturday Night Main Event, just being content with his career. And it makes more sense now when Brock Lesnar took the gloves off, took the boots off. It made more sense because Brock, yeah, like he got his ass beat by Oba. But here's the thing about Brock. He was content and he realized that my time is up. And that's
Okay,
why
maybe
instead of kicking him out, instead of
maybe
kicking
we
out,
should maybe we should cut this just because if he's the main event, we should probably stop talking about his retirement.
well, I'm just saying with him kicking out, like he would have
Yeah.
done it any other night, but it just didn't happen on that night in particular. But Obafemi, good for him. Let's move on to the next match. We have a
Oh,
6-man
fucking
ladder match.
banger.
Dragon Lee, who didn't get an entrance, versus Rusev, who didn't get an entrance, versus JD McDonough, who didn't get an entrance, versus Rey Mysterio, which
Who
this
got
was
the greatest
badass.
entrance?
One of the greatest
Nostalgic.
entrances.
Nostalgic. Why did they take that shit away? It was great. I know they did it for
It
his
was
knee
great.
injury at first, but it was great.
Versus Javon Evans versus our Intercontinental Champion.
Oh my god, dude.
Penta.
This match made me look at Javon so differently. Penta's fucking entrance was fucking sick. Having him, it was just Mortal Kombat. That was the sickest fucking thing. And like the walk
So
with the armor was
cool.
sick. This match was sick, dude. This match was probably one of like, if not my matches of Mania. Everybody came to work. Everybody had big spots, and even fucking Rusev, dude. Like,
Yeah,
was
he
so
even
good.
had a great spot on this past Raw too, because of
Mhm.
it. So now we're finally going somewhere because this match. Everybody
Raw
came
after
out of
Mania
this
really
better.
does, dude. Yeah, dude. Raw after Mania is a really big thing for a lot of people. Rusev is on a path to greatness right now, man. He really is.
Oh yeah, our TV recap is going to be fun. But
Hell yeah.
so many great spots. I think literally all 6 guys came out of this so much better. And I think overall, like, you couldn't have picked 6 better people.
Do you want to know something
match.
fucking hilarious? Every single person in this match was a cruiserweight minus Rusev.
Yeah, pretty much. Rusev
It
was
was
just there
literally a
to beat
cruiserweight in
people.
one brute.
This was a
spot
cool
was cool.
spot
Yeah,
with
this was
Javon
a sick-ass
Hagen.
spot.
That was
Mhm.
pretty sick. And then the cutter. This is going to be a shot you're going to see in the intros for years.
Okay,
man.
so where I think the move is sick, I just wish he would name it something else because a Javon cutter, it's like, bro, at that point, it's a complete ripoff of the Cody cutter.
Yeah, but everybody be doing this freaking cutter these days. Like, I wish people would come up with new stuff.
Like you could've
Moves aren't
fucking-
as valuable as they once were. But Javon does pull a pretty nice freaking cutter. Will Ospreay too.
Oh, his cutters are what, dude. Javon's cutters are the greatest in the industry. Period.
Oh, it is
Like,
called
even
the
above
OG.
Cody.
It's called the OG cutter.
The OG cutter. Well, regardless, like get cutter out of there. Like just fucking call it something else. Fucking call it something else.
The OG cut. Yeah, there we go. I'm on to something.
Or just call it the fresh cut or some shit. I don't fucking know. But regardless, this was a sick ass spot. Javon has one of the best cuts in the entire industry, especially for the air it makes, man, and the impact. Oh, the finish was cool.
Oh, the finish was great with Penta winning.
Mhm.
And I had that predicted correctly. I was nervous because you and Danny made some great points last week.
Had I chose
about-
Penta, I would have been walking away. I almost chose Penta, but I wanted to go with Ray. But had I chose Penta, I would have walked out with that belt, son.
You really would have, man. You really
walked out with
would
that
have.
belt.
But real quick, I am running into some technical difficulties here.
Oh, you can't get the next.
Yeah, it's not
Ooh,
letting
excuse
me
me,
go
slide out.
past it's not letting me go past 100 on the slide. So now I gotta
shit.
delete. I gotta delete 100. So Rage.
What's up? Talk to
While
me.
I
What's up, Teddy?
delete these 100 slides, I don't know. Talk about something.
Okay. Hello everybody. Rage here. WrestleMania. What'd you guys think of it? What are you guys rating the entire event out of 10? Honestly, if we're going on like an actual rating, I gave night 1, it like looking back at it would probably be a 5 out of 10. Night 2 is an 8 out of 10. So if we're going to put that together, I would say WrestleMania 42 is probably like a solid maybe 6, 5, 7. What you guys at? Just curious. Just because it really was. For all the matches on the card, it had potential to be special, but it fell really short with night one. I wasn't sure if it was going to end up coming back with night two, but it really did in some ways. What are you guys hoping for now in this new season of WWE? Now that WrestleMania is over, 7 out of 10. That's fair. That's fair. Kind of high, but still very fair in some retrospect. So I'll allow it. We fans make shitty wrestling watchable. Night 1, 4, night 2, 8. Yeah, we really do. We really do. But also we got to look at, other people, third party involvements, in terms of, the booking and everything too, because I know that we're not the only people that saw that Aleister Black was supposed to be involved in the Cody and Randy match. And from what I saw, it would have fucking ate compared to the shit that we ended up getting. So yeah, it's pretty rough. It's pretty rough with how things turned out, but all in all, we're here. We're at where we're at now. 6 out of 10. Same, Josh. I'm excited for Fatu Roman at Backlash, dude. Fucking same. Word through the grapevine is the Usos, or at least of the very least, Jay is going to be turning on Roman and aligning with Jacob. Aleister, I think, has like a mighty big push coming here real soon, from what I saw. Promise TKO overpowers creative. Mark Shapiro confirmed it. Yep. Which is fucking stupid because it's like, dude, we dropped Vince McMahon just to get a fucking another one. 5 out of 10 overall. Honestly, yeah, that's fair. 100% that's fair. Donnie, how you doing? Oh.
There I am. We're good. I got it all set up.
Oh.
Good job, Rage. Good job.
Cool. No problem.
All right. There we go. Now we're good. So we get through the whole ladder match. What a fantastic match from start to finish. Great finish. Everything was perfect. Spot on. Whoever were the producers, I hope they got a bonus on their WrestleMania check. All right.
Tyrus.
Let's move on now to the next match on the card. We have for the United States Championship, Sami Zayn versus Trick Williams, which this freaking entrance rope is just extra.
It's extra as fuck, but it honestly fits.
I love it.
It fits with Trick. Honestly, the match itself was good. I just really don't fucking care about Sami Zayn at this point, so like I'm just not going to talk about him as much as possible.
All right, well, I'll talk about it then.
I feel like this was missing a heel turn, like a full on, like just straight up I don't give a fuck heel turn from Sami. The fact that he won pretty fucking clean pisses me off a little bit because I feel like we should have gotten a double turn.
Poor little Yanni.
It would have made things so much honestly better. It would have put a new life on Sami in terms of heat. It would have put a whole we could have kickstarted Trick's fucking face run. Like it just again, I feel like it was a lost opportunity in a lot of aspects. But congratulations to Trick Williams, man. Like he really fucking deserves it. And at WrestleMania, dude, like him winning the US title at WrestleMania, just like John Cena did, and then the following year won the world title. If he gets the John Cena rub, dude, he's earned it because he's over as fucking highly likable.
If there's anybody that I want to win Money in the Bank this year, it's Trick Williams.
Facts, Tyrus.
It's Trick Williams. But honestly, I'm kind of happy they didn't do the double turn because I do think that we are going to get the Carmelo and Trick feud going into Backlash and maybe Clash in Italy. Because I do think you need to keep Melo as a face. And I think you need to have Trick as a heel.
Maybe. I mean, it'd work either way.
But overall, I'm happy with this decision. I just wish Carmelo Hayes was involved. I think it would have made the match so much better if it was triple threat. But glad that Trick actually won. Sami put him over. Hopefully, they actually do something new with Sami. Because that man, I don't know what the hell to do with him. He goes 2 steps forward and goes 5 steps back.
Chevy, honestly, Trick's first title defense should be against Melo. Kick it off strong.
I like that.
Kick it off strong.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Here comes the Sami. Yeah, that's right. All right, getting into the next match here. I'll talk about this. Dirty Dominic Mysterio versus the Demon Finn Balor, which I will say the entrance was hilarious because he had the streamers stuck to the.
See, that's the thing. You shouldn't have done fucking streamers. You should have just done regular confetti. Then it wouldn't have gotten stuck, and he would have been able to keep the headpiece on until he got into the fucking ring. But no, Pikachu wanted fucking long ass streamers. I guarantee that was a TKO call too.
Well, I did dig the Demon's gear.
I did
besides a little bit of the botched entrance there.
I
But
do like
it did
a
turn
lot.
this into a street fight, which I think was the right decision.
Yes.
Overall,
it
I
needed a
think
stipulation.
these two definitely put on a good match overall. I think they had perfect timing. Wasn't too long, wasn't too short.
We're so fucking back.
Dominic looked great. Finn Balor, Demon's back. So I'm glad that he got the W because this is something that I think a lot of Finn Balor fans have been really complaining about for years. It's like they have the perfect opportunity to do something with this guy, and then every time they get the chance to do something, they always blow it. Like, he kind of got lost in the shuffle after the injury when he won the first Universal title, but it's like I thought we were going somewhere with him in the Judgment Day. Him and Seth Rollins feud going into SummerSlam a few years ago. I thought they were going to give it to Finn Balor. I think you did too.
Let's be real.
It's just bad decisions.
Donnie has just missed the sight of Finn Balor's legs. He's been stupidly hyped about his tights coming back.
Hell yeah, dude. There's like people that like don't pull off certain gear, and it's like,
he pulled off
what
the
the hell are
pants
you
fine.
doing? No,
He pulled off the pants fine, dude.
he looked goofy.
No, your attitude is goofy.
Well, I will tell you what was not goofy.
Fucking match
was this match here. Jade Cargill versus Rhea Ripley for the WWE Women's Championship.
Because Rhea made her look like $1,000, even though she's slightly improved.
I have to give credit where it's due. Jade Cargill, this was by far her best WWE match.
Now, why couldn't she fucking do that on her during her title run and when she fucking got here? Maybe we wouldn't be in this position.
And I must say, what impressed me was that one winged angel that she did. Kenny Omega's finisher.
Even though she almost
Rhea
fucking
Ripley.
dropped Rhea.
She still protected her. She still protected her.
Yeah.
And that's the most important thing. Safety first. But I thought Jade Cargill, she actually held up in this match because it does take two people to dance. And usually I would shit on her and say, oh, Rhea carried the match, this and that. Yeah. I can't say that. She did do her part in the match, and she did look really good. She did look really good, and hopefully she picks up momentum moving forward now. Hopefully she could have better matches. We'll have to wait and see because she did say this title run was a practice run. So let's see if she could actually do the real thing. But we do get the interference from Meechid and B-Fab. Io Sky comes out, gets a couple spots in, and Rhea Ripley wins the championship. I was happy that I was wrong about my prediction.
Yeah, the title looks good on Rhea anyways.
It does look really good on Rhea. And I feel like it's been enough time. It has been enough time for her to get back the championship. Same with Liv.
Man, I'm just pissed because Sol Ruka is on Raw and Rhea just got moved to SmackDown, so we're not going to see that for a while.
Hey, let her carry SmackDown.
That's a dream match for me, man. That's a dream match for me.
Oh, we'll get that someday. We're going to get that someday, Rage. Just wait.
Absolutely.
Just wait. I can't wait to talk about Sol Ruka after this review. All right. Well, we get John Cena here sharing the attendance.
Yes.
Oh, I'm excited for it. Oh, I got every picture here for you, Ben.
Yes.
Because this was my favorite segment. My highlight of WrestleMania. This was the highlight. This was the best thing about WrestleMania 42. And that includes both nights.
Guys, this part was very evil, very nice.
Well, I have the pictures, so we could definitely go through them by picture. So we have The Miz here with Kit Wilson interrupting John Cena. John Cena shakes The Miz's hand, doesn't want any confrontation with him.
Very nice.
But we got Danhausen
and Famous Davis
in the Danhausen mobile with all the little Housens, which, oh man, I lost my shit.
The Fanhausens.
The Fanhausens. And then we get to stare down with the little Housens and Kit and Miz. Next thing you know, Kit Wilson pushes one of them. I forgot what little Hausen name was that he pushed, but he pushed him. But then next thing you know, they all beat the shit out of him.
Dog pile.
And then Danhausen grabs the Miz's dick and twists it.
Yep. grab him by the dick, and twist it.
And then what does he do next?
He did the 5-knuckle shufflehausen, bro. And he thumped Miz in the eye.
Thumped him right in the eye.
Yep. Fucking 5-knucklehausen, dude.
The 5-knucklehausen.
This dude literally single-handedly got to WWE, made a list of demands, and fucking got 90% of them. I love it.
I knew instantly, like even
This
like
picture,
when he was in
dude,
Ring
is
of Honor,
very evil, very nice.
when he was in Ring of Honor, like I knew that he was just such a perfect fit for WWE. And it was only a matter of time. And I think him going to AEW had to happen so that they got to see what he could do, because they did give him a little bit of TV time in the beginning.
John
of
was
his run.
having the time of his life in that ring, just watching all of this fucking happen. One of my favorite parts of this segment is when the smoke went up and they just like awkwardly looked at each other, and House just ran out of the ring and went right underneath.
Goes right under the ring.
You see John in the fucking in the ring just fucking crying.
And then this was my favorite. This is my favorite shot of the night. The little Hausens carrying the Miz out of the ring. Reminded me of like Mario Party 8, like when you're in like one of those like mini games and then like you lose and the Goombas just take you away. Like that's what it reminded me of. I loved it. I loved everything about this segment, and I think night one could have really used this.
Oh, night one would have benefited from this, but honestly, night two was peak. So honestly, they were just like, yeah,
peak.
dude,
You're
we'll do
right.
night two. It was good.
You're right. And then we get into our main event match, the OTC Roman Reigns versus the best in the world, CM Punk. This was one of the best WrestleMania main events of all time.
Match of the whole show, both nights.
Both nights, hands down. This was what you want in your WrestleMania main event. And this is going to be a match that's going to be talked about for years.
Oh, yeah.
For years. Everything we got in this match that you wanted. And like this is and I will say this, man, I was going with CM Punk throughout this entire buildup. And I didn't know if Roman was going to be able to do it with the best in the world, CM Punk, but he was out there. And I think he proved why he's in the position that he's in with WWE, with all these WrestleMania main events and holding the title for 1,316 days, getting the color with the stair spot. Perfect.
Yes, Chevy. This was the longest match on the whole card. Yes.
Perfect. This match was just
like a half hour, right?
Perfect. This was more than a half-hour match.
Yeah, it was like almost like 40, 45 minutes. Yeah.
Yep. It was about 40, 45 minutes. CM Punk hits Roman with the low blow.
His sweet fucking pepper necklace.
That was a good line on Raw. And then the elbow drop. This was beautiful. I didn't know that they were going to do this because usually a lot of the times when you jump off the announce table, you take everything off, but Punk didn't take anything off.
And he elbow dropped, so you could have fucking broken a rib cage if you land even slightly wrong, dude. So Punk's a G for that.
So good. And like, even though like they were gassed out during this match, that's what you want in a cinematic main event match.
Oh, dude, they were
like
exhausted. They were wiped by the end.
Because that's the thing, like them being exhausted, you knew that they were getting
realism.
the best out of each other.
Yeah.
And then Roman Reigns wins the championship during real time. I wasn't happy about it. You weren't happy about it. We all weren't happy about it. We got a lot of shit in our comments.
Punk
but
and Reigns,
my opinion, I will say real quick, did change when I did hear Roman Reigns say he is going to be a full-time champion.
when he said part-time shit's going to be fixed right now because you can see his ass all summer.
And after Monday Night Raw, which we'll get into pretty soon, I'll admit I was wrong. My take was wrong when Roman won the title. It was the right decision.
Dude, Punk and Roman's going to go down in history as one of the best WrestleMania matches, period. Like, it was just an enjoyable match from start to finish.
Probably my favorite Roman Reigns match of all time. I'll say it.
Metal Steps haven't really been considered a DQ in years, man. We're talking like 20 fucking years. Like it's one of those things kind of like.
Hold on, wait. Oh, I do want to address this comment real quick because I know you were just talking about it. But Tyrus here in the live chat says, "Why no DQ when Roman used the metal stairs as a foreign object? What's why?" I asked Donnie if there must be a winner stip during your stream. All right, so I want to address this. When the fuck have stairs been a disqualification in pro wrestling? I don't remember stairs ever being a DQ all of these years. People have gotten thrown into them stairs without having a stipulation involved. So I really don't understand that whole philosophy with like people saying, oh, it should have been a disqualification because Roman hit him with the steps. The steps have always been used in matches, I feel like, throughout the years, going all the way back to the Attitude Era. Like, look at how many times John Cena freaking shoulder tackled into the steps.
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand that. I think it's just been a long time. I think it's just been a long time that we've seen them. And that's why, like, people are like, oh, it should have been a DQ.
I think steps are kind of just like the same thing as, like, you know, ring posts, ring apron, the tables, because even tables,
the announce table too.
Yeah, like, again, those should technically be a DQ, but it kind of falls in line where it's a gray area.
Yeah, it is like one of those areas where, like, logically, like, yeah, it makes sense that it's a DQ, but it's like in the WWE, in professional wrestling itself, the announce table, the steps, they've never been a disqualification.
Yeah. I can step back on my complaints since I love the main event anyways. Facts. I got you, man.
Nah, it's all good, man. That's a great question, though, to ask, because a lot of people have been wondering that. But the question that I do have, though, for you, Rage, about the whole Roman Reigns and CM Punk match, let me just remove this. There we go. So I want to ask you, because I have been seeing a lot of people in the IWC asking people, this match between Roman Reigns and CM Punk, do you think it's a top 5 WrestleMania main event of all time? This has been a huge discussion in the IWC.
No. I would say
Really?
no, because I can think of many others that were greater. So, because there was no prolific moment in it, you know, like, for example, you know, Rey Mysterio versus Kurt Angle versus Randy Orton. That was a match made for a moment. This didn't really have any of that. Like, was it a good match? Absolutely. One of the best Mania matches, period, if we're talking about, like, a classic wrestling match. But in terms of, like, are people going to remember this, you know, kind of like, you know, Stone Cold and The Rock? Are they going to remember this like Andre and fucking Hulk? No, I wouldn't say that. Because there was no legendary moment for me there.
Wait, yeah, you know, that triple threat match wasn't the main event of WrestleMania 22. It was actually Triple H and John Cena.
Oh, shit, that's right. Never mind. But again, that wasn't even a main event, but it was still better, you know? Like, that was still more memorable.
But we're talking main event.
Oh,
last
main
match.
event, last match? Okay. It's rewatchable, like Tyra said. Would I say it's one of the best now?
I think that it does end up in the top 5. I do think.
I don't think it does, because that would be like saying fucking, I don't know, Ronda, Becky, and fucking Charlotte belongs in the top 5.
No, that one doesn't.
This one doesn't either. That's the thing. This one doesn't either.
Ooh,
What makes it a top 5 for you? Let's start there.
All right. So what makes it a top 5 for me is it gave me everything I asked for. I thought the build-up going into this felt like a WrestleMania main event. We got color. We got the long match. We got all the cinematics. We got the highs, the lows of both Roman and CM Punk throughout the match. The spots, there wasn't too much. It was just right. Just like the porch. It wasn't too cold. It wasn't too hot. It was just right. That's how it felt with this entire match from start to finish with CM Punk and Roman Reigns. Every spot, perfect. Wouldn't change a damn thing in that match. And if I feel that way, it's definitely in a top tier.
Okay.
I'm trying to like, I do have some of these here.
Where you're spot on about all of those. Where I wouldn't put it in the top 5 is because a main event is nothing without the journey there. And the journey there was shaky as fuck.
It was a little shaky at times.
It's a match that you want to get behind fully. Not just because of what happens in it. It's what gets us there too. And how we got there. So yeah, I can't put it in top 5 for that fucking reason alone. So the journey matters, man, not just the destination.
That's fair. But I will say this too. I'm looking right now at the matches right here on my phone.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you which ones stand out to me that I would put over the CM Punk and Roman Reigns match. So I have here Shawn Michaels and Bret Hart, WrestleMania 12. That's obviously better than the Punk and Roman.
Facts.
Let's see here. I will say the match at 17, Stone Cold and The Rock, probably better.
Yep.
Let's see. 18, I would actually have Roman and Punk over Triple H and Jericho. WrestleMania 20, Chris Benoit, Triple H, Shawn Michaels. That match better than Punk and Roman. So there's, I believe, 3. We have 3 matches right there. Ooh, and then WrestleMania 26.
Honestly,
with
I'm gonna say
Undertaker and Shawn.
I'm
Yep,
also
that's
even
a
gonna
good one.
honestly, you know what else I'd put over there too? And this is where I say again, Punk's match with Roman would not be top 5. Batista and Triple H, WrestleMania 21.
Yeah, that's also a final match too. Okay, that's fair.
That's so Roman and
That's
Punk
five.
does
That's
not
5 right
touch
there.
any of that, and they don't. Then Roman and Punk's match doesn't touch any of those build.
All right, then I will take back what I said. It's in the top 10.
Top 10, yes. See that I can fucking easily agree with you. Top 5, no.
But Batista and Triple H, I do agree with you. And after the 4 I named, there it is. That's 5.
Batista and Triple H, the history, the build, the double turn, like
Evolution, long
evolution again. Triple H versus fucking Batista.
Yep, streaking career. That's another one.
Again, man.
Chevy, I will say Chevy. I do have the Punk and Roman match over Orton, Batista, and Daniel Bryan.
Yeah, man. But that's again those 5.
Oh, but
matches
Cody
are
versus
why.
Roman. There's another one that's over.
Exactly. Those
Yep.
multiple matches are why I cannot put Punk and Roman in, just because the match
Fair.
itself was good. Yeah.
Fair. I agree.
All-
Top
and
10 though.
Think about it. All of those builds of all those matches you just named were fucking peak.
They were, but hey, I will say Punk and Roman, fantastic main
Fantastic
event
match.
And this
Top
will be a
5,
match
no.
that I
Top
do
10,
think
yes.
fans will talk about for years to come.
Agreed.
All right,
That I
well,
can-
that was
I can
kind
get
of
on with.
fun.
That was fun. Yeah.
Now, I think it's time that we get into the Raw After Mania TV recap. What do you say?
Let's do it. Let's do it, bud.
It's time for the We Are Wrestling Podcast weekly TV recap. And
Yeah,
we're going to
bud.
be talking about just Raw After Mania. So
Let's do it.
here we go. And let's start things off with a made roster call up on Raw After Mania. All Ego, Ethan Page, made his Monday Night Raw debut, having his eyes set on the Intercontinental Championship. Also had his very first match against Javon Evans and won. What's your thoughts on All Ego's debut?
That dude's special. It's gonna be a fun ride. He's gonna be one of their top heels for the years to come. I think, obviously the match itself was great. My favorite part about it, obviously, was Egon. Good to see you. Welcome to Monday Night Raw. Fucking Danhausen, and he said nothing to him. He just looked at him and just stared at him as he walked away.
Great friends.
No Rager dance in front of my wife. Yeah, dude. Ego's gonna be fucking huge, man. He's gonna be one of their top heels for years to come. He's just
He's
fucking
so
great.
good.
He just understands it, man. Like you either get it or you don't naturally, and Ego's just one of those dudes that just coaches himself.
So good that like everything Shawn Michaels gave him in NXT, he literally went out there and hit a home run. Everything that was given to him. Won the NXT title very fast. A lot of the times when somebody wins a title very quickly, they get lost in the shuffle. That wasn't the case with Ethan Page. Had a great run with the NXT North American Championship. My opinion, easily top 3 holding that title. And there's been some very big names in Black and Gold NXT who have held that belt. He did a great job with that. The stuff with him and Chelsea Green with the AAA mixed tag titles was
dude,
great.
yeah.
Ethan Page, dude, this is long overdue.
Oh, dude, they hit a fucking gold mine
And
with
he
fucking
is
All
a
Ego.
perfect fit for the main roster.
I'm just glad
Everything
he's
you
on the
want
main roster now.
in WWE programming, All Ego can do.
You've been waiting for this since fucking he left AEW, dude. Like you've been
Dude, I've been waiting for this
motherfucker-
since I've been waiting for this since Impact Wrestling.
Yeah,
Watching
they've
him
been
team
waiting
with
for this
Josh
a long time.
Alexander.
Yeah.
So I'm
waiting this a
really
long
happy
time,
for
so
him.
here we go. Welcome to the first day of the rest of his life.
And honestly, I do hope he's the one to take the Intercontinental title from Penta.
That'd be cool.
I
That'd be
would
cool.
like to see that, man, because he did a great job with that
Hey.
North title. So I'd love to see like him turn the Intercontinental belt into like the Canadian
If it's
title.
written in the stars and they do it right and they do it justice, I'm all in.
All right. Well, let's move on to the next Raw After Mania segment we'll talk about. On Raw After Mania, CM Punk teased challenging Cody Rhodes for the WWE title. What was your thoughts on this segment here?
I figured, like, yeah, like I knew that he was going to be going to another brand after this because he's kind of done everything he could do on Raw. He's been on Raw essentially since he's been back. So it's time to shake things up and go to SmackDown. We got a lot of good talent over there. We're going to be able to see him feud with the likes of fucking Randy Orton. We're going to be able to see him feud with the likes of fucking wow, I'm blanking right now.
You could run it back with Drew McIntyre.
He can run it back with Drew McIntyre and shit. So like there is a landscape shift here. So, and it's not like he's a small superstar.
Ooh, Aleister Black.
We still got Randy and Aleister. So let that ride out a little bit and then
Well, I'm just saying within the year.
Yeah. Maybe depending on where we're going. But yeah, I agree. Aleister Black is a high up on the list of somebody I want to see, succeed.
Punk and Solo Sikoa. That can help Solo Sikoa out.
I think to go right into the main title immediately is kind of far fetched because like that's already setting up for failure. Depending.
Agree.
And I feel like Punk doesn't really need a title. He's already proved it since he's been back. And he just went on a wealthy title run, so I mean, like he doesn't really need to. But at the same time, Punk is so high in demand that like I don't see him facing a Javon Evans in a fucking singles match. I don't see him, in a match with fucking Otis. Like I don't. Like he does not work that talent. So I get it, but I don't. But it's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be fun. I am curious to see where they go with this because obviously both guys are babyface. CM Punk said a lot of really nice things on Raw, and I have a feeling that maybe we're gonna get a possible heel turn pretty soon with CM Punk.
Well,
and maybe it happens with Cody,
heel, dude. Fuck.
But also Cody kind of teased it a little bit in his match with Randy, with the way he was talking to CM Punk. So it's one of those like storylines that like I think a lot of fans will get invested in because we don't know what direction they're gonna go in with either.
Could you imagine a fucking situation where CM Punk's the babyface and Cody Rhodes is the fucking heel? Holy shit. That's money. That
would be money.
Because that's something that we haven't fucking seen. It's not recycling anything, I'd rather see Cody fucking go heel as fuck. He's been here long enough now to where it's like, all right, dude, become a tyrant now. Become a tyrant. The goody two shoes thing is getting real fucking old. Like just I've seen your indie work, bro. Don't pretend you don't got that dog in you. I've seen your indie work, bro. I've seen how much of a dick you are. Like, no, dude. Like, fucking just like, even just hugging your boy and being like, I hope you fucking die. I'm like, yeah, dude. Yeah, I've seen it. I've seen it all. Turn heel.
Yeah, man. I always did like Cody as a heel, even
I want to see that.
Days
I want to see that Cody fucking step his shit to Punk. That would bring the best out of both of them, dude. Out of both of them.
There's a lot to look forward to here because I do think that it is really unpredictable because of how big of a star CM Punk is. So that's what makes it exciting. And I do think they're probably doing this because SmackDown ratings and a lot of people have been giving negative feedback to SmackDown. So like having CM Punk and Cody feud like right to start, it's going to get people excited again.
Yeah.
But dude, Cody's eye, he got fucked up bad.
Oh yeah, dude, he got fucking bitch slapped with fucking Randy's foot.
But I am curious to see where Randy gets involved with all of this with Punk and Cody. Especially after what happened at the end of WrestleMania Night 1. But now let's move on to the next call-up. I'm excited to talk about this. I've been waiting for this moment here on Raw After Mania. Sol Ruca made her Monday Night Raw debut and ended up facing Liv Morgan. But unfortunately, due to the interference of her rival at NXT, Zarya, she lost her first match on the main roster. What was your thoughts on her debut on Raw?
You know my thoughts on Sol, dude. She's going to be the next big thing in the women's division. 100%, dude. She's got it all. I thought the match itself was good. I thought the segment with her and Liv and Judgment Day was good. I think it was wise for Zarya to fucking interfere because she was tying up her loose ends literally last night on NXT. So now she's officially off of NXT and is now full-time main roster. So it made sense, and it kept her momentum up. You know, it didn't make her look weak. So I like it. You know, it furthered the story, didn't damage anybody's credibility, and it honestly, dude, Soul really, really showed out for that match. So regardless, impressive and successful call up.
I think you're going to be surprised
I did see the scary bump.
I think you're going to be surprised by my thoughts on this. I wasn't too upset about Sol Ruka losing this match. I think that this was definitely the right call here. And I like that this was a quick little plug to advertise NXT, getting people to tune into their match because it was the main event of the show. So I think getting Zarya involved, costing Sol Ruka her main roster debut, going against the women's world champion, Liv Morgan. I think it makes great storytelling. I think Sol Ruka, she's somebody that like she could afford a loss and it's not going to affect her because of how talented she is in that fucking ring. I think it's only a matter of time before the fans really, really get behind her. And then WWE is going to have no choice but to put their hands up and say, all right, we need to give this woman the World Heavyweight Championship. And I could see her winning probably next year's Royal Rumble and getting this moment at WrestleMania if she doesn't sustain an injury.
I can see that.
But man, right now, probably my favorite women wrestler right now in WWE is Sol Ruka.
Nice.
I'm very high on her. But let's move on to the next Raw After Mania thing. On Raw After Mania, the Street Profits made a surprise return and attacked the Vision. What was your thoughts on the Street Profits' return?
See, I don't care about what happened in the ring. What I want to focus in on is how fucking quick Montez got shredded again. 8 weeks.
I knew it.
8 fucking weeks, dude. And that dude looks immaculate, like nothing ever happened. And he was getting fucking roasted for that fucking gut. But now it understands the dude has just been doing what expecting dads do, which is when your wife eats, you fucking eat too. And he absolutely did.
Hey, he wasn't on TV either. He was at NXT house shows.
Yes, he was. And both him and Dawkins dropped significant amount of weight. Dawkins dropped 30 pounds. I don't know how much weight entirely Montez dropped, but clearly enough and got... That dude, I want to know what the fuck he did, because 8 weeks to go from like super fucking chub to just ripped again, and also kind of put on size too. Like the dude's arms are like fucking tree trunks now. Is hella impressive. Hella impressive.
Dawkins joking around saying, "What y'all expect? I was in catering."
But no, it was cool. It was cool seeing the Street Profits back, and kind of, I'm excited to see if they're going to go in a more serious direction if they can. I'm excited to see what happens.
I'm excited too to see what happens. I'm glad that they got the old theme back, because I think when they got Def Rebelled, they really just got lost in the shuffle on SmackDown.
I don't think I heard their Def Rebel song, to be honest.
It was awful. Don't even think about it. If you want,
okay, I'll
to
check it
not
out
hear from if you don't want to hear from one ear, I wouldn't recommend listening to it. Okay. But I do think the Street Profits bring back the old theme. Felt great, because I always liked the CFO theme that they had. I think them immediately going after Logan Paul and Austin Theory definitely gets me excited for the tag division, which is something I haven't been excited about in a long time. So I think Street Profits going to Raw, great move, because obviously the Usos, they got plans for them, and I think I know what's going to happen. But Street Profits coming back, really happy for them. I thought that they were just going to be the next set of releases, because they just had no plans for them. They don't care about the tag teams. But hey, I'm glad they hit us with this surprise, because it was a surprise.
It was nice.
It was. I wish that they would fire Def Rebel, James. I wish. But let's get into the main event segment that I think none of us expected or even asked for, but we are very grateful we got it. On Raw After Mania, Jacob Fatu challenges Roman Reigns for the world title at Backlash.
So I was kind of surprised that it was Jacob Fatu first. But I also know that they're doing this to establish Jay as the next tribal chief. So like it's not gonna go, from what I know, from what I'm feeling, and from what I can see, it's not gonna go in the way that a lot of people think. Like it's not about the title; it's about loyalty. It's about the future at this point, because Roman is going to be gone soon. Like maybe within the next 2 years, he's not only going to be not a full timer anymore, but he'll be very casual. But I'm intrigued because like I'm curious as to like what's going to develop from this, how fast we're going to be going. But it's also good to see Jacob's growth and like where his complacency lies in the company, and I'm glad to see that they see him as a big player, but it's going to be really fun to see him tangle with family business again. So it's going to be really cool.
I love this. I didn't know what we were going to get when Roman Reigns won the World Championship, which is probably why I reacted the way I did, seeing Roman beat CM Punk. But I'm glad to say I was fucking wrong. Roman Reigns winning the championship was absolutely 100% the right call here, because I do think that they got some big fucking plans for our boy Jacob Fatu. And I know you think that Jey Uso is going to be the next tribal chief. Nah, man. I think it's going to be Jacob Fatu. And I think at Backlash, as of right now, because of course we still have a couple more weeks to build up some story, as of right now, the way Jay and Jimmy were looking at Roman throughout that segment, I firmly believe that Jacob Fatu, they're going to help him win the championship against Roman Reigns. And I think that Jacob Fatu, because one of the things that's sticking to my head during that promo was Jacob Fatu saying, I'll do anything for my family. And I think that he's going to be the one to be the new tribal chief here. And I think the Usos are going to be with him and not Roman.
Yeah.
I am excited. I'm excited for this feud because I think Jacob Fatu has really blossomed. And he's somebody that I would love to see get a chance with the championship, because I feel like he could be one of those guys that could really reinvent the championship and bring some prestige, bring some excitement to the belt.
Yeah, Roman's not losing the title yet, but they could definitely turn on him after the match and align with Jacob. I can see that.
Yeah, but I think they're going to do something there, and I'm very excited to see how Jacob and Roman work, because even when Solo was feuding with Roman, when Jacob Fatu was first called up to the main roster, they were limited. Like, they did not touch each other because they wanted to protect Jacob. So I'm excited to see where this goes.
Yeah, same here, man.
But what a Raw after Mania, though. Great episode. I thought it was going to be lackluster. Glad I was wrong.
Yeah, I was excited.
All right, well, we only have one We Are Wrestling Weekly News and Rumors, and then we do have our main event topic. So let's get into the news. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to talk about the latest headliners, the rumors, the contracts, the controversy, who's pissed off this week, good booking, bad booking. It's time for the We Are Wrestling Weekly News and Rumors.
You fucking mark!
It's that time for the We Are Wrestling Podcast Weekly News and Rumors.
Hell yeah.
And the only thing that we have to talk about is what took place in Las Vegas throughout the week, because it's been all over the internet. And this is something that, man, I have a lot I need to get off my chest, and I've been waiting for this live episode to do that. But there was a lot of different incidents that took place throughout the week in Las Vegas with wrestlers or with fans harassing wrestlers throughout the hotel, following them around with a camera. I believe even Booker T, somebody was recording him while he was in the bathroom. And then the incident that really went viral was the CM Punk incident with this fan trying to get a picture with AJ Lee. They pretty much slapped the phone out of the hand, and then CM Punk smacked it completely out of the hand and basically told him to fuck off. And then this guy has the audacity to say that he deserves an apology for this. And it just seems like throughout the entire week in Las Vegas, there was really not that much security going on at the hotels. And I do believe a lot of the female wrestlers were really scared to go out of the hotel to get to like World or go to get food or go to the venue. There was just a lot of chaos going on with the fans. And according to Fightful, one WWE source believes that rising the meet and greet prices are playing a role in recent fan interactions, limiting access in structured settings and shifting those moments elsewhere. And then when asked about hotel security during WrestleMania week, pretty much wrestlers said, what security was heard a lot. So before I go on my whole tangent about this entire situation, I would love to know your thoughts on it.
You already know my thoughts, man. Like my stance will never change. Will I agree with the rise in prices absolutely being a huge reason? Absolutely, because people are going to force their way. People feel entitled. People will believe things are owed to them when in reality that's not the fucking case, man. There's still people like you and me, regardless of their pay grade or, the fact they feel larger than life because you see them on Netflix. You do not have the right to invade anybody's privacy, especially when it's not on your dime. So, no, they are there specifically for the meet and greets, which again you have to pay for, not to stalk them at their hotels, not to fucking follow them into the bathroom, not to grab their fucking ass at a convention and then walk away. No.
My heart breaks, man.
So before you go
Jade.
into your rant, which I'm gonna let you fucking just blast off.
Thank you.
CM Punk was right. Damian Priest was right. Every single fan that has invaded privacy this weekend needs to be ashamed of themselves and jumped in the fucking parking lot. And yeah, just people are fucking disgusting. Take the floor. Floor is yours.
Before I really go in here, I'm going to give a shout out.
There's going to be a lot of profanity.
Probably. But I do want to say this before I go into my tangent here. Whoever was respectful in Las Vegas to these superstars that were respectful to others, shout out to you. Because we need more people like you. Because all of these reports this week that I fucking saw from home really just pissed me off. Because I want to start off with WrestleCon, with what happened with Cora Jade. Because sexual assault, that is no joke. That's nothing that
it's one of
here,
the
especially if we are wrestling, it's unforgivable. And it's something that we shouldn't tolerate or respect as fans. Like when you go and meet a woman wrestler, respect them. I've met over thousands of women wrestlers, even some crushes as a kid growing up. I loved Mickie James, but you don't see me freaking touching her inappropriately because I was taught with manners. I was taught with respect.
Integrity.
And that's the thing. Integrity, exactly. And it's like, you're going to harass these fucking larger-than-life superstars at these hotels, at these parking lots, following them around with a camera, with a phone. All of these fucking wrestlers that I have seen in the reports this week, they were all at WWE World. Yep. You could have met them at WWE World. Yep. You could have met them at the parking lot of the arena. Those are respectful places that you can meet a wrestler at, but following them, harassing them, going to hotels, not spending the money, that's just wrong. And like you feeling entitled that you deserve to beat somebody, that shouldn't be the case. Because you have to realize that these wrestlers, they are working basically overtime all week long at WrestleMania with WrestleMania. They have media, news. They have autograph signings, photo ops. They have to go to WWE World. They have SmackDown tapings, the Hall of Fame, WrestleMania night 1 and night 2. So these wrestlers, they have places to be, and it doesn't help when you have people that feel fucking entitled, freaking harassing you, following you around, freaking recording Booker T in the fucking bathroom. We're really getting that low now? It's such bullshit. Because there's so much fans out there, like the Maniacs, because I know our fan base, they respect wrestlers. You and I, we've met over hundreds of wrestlers.
I get kind of worried about Alex Johnson sometimes, but go off.
Yeah, but Alex Johnson would still have respect, I think, if he met Liv Morgan, because he's a good fucking person at the end of the day. And that's the thing. Like, there's boundaries, there's limits to this. And it's like, especially with what happened to Cora Jade, like, that's not good for the wrestling fans like myself, like you, who do go to like a wrestling classic, or me going to like a big event in New York, or other people going to WrestleCon and stuff, because guess what? There's going to be other women wrestlers that feel uncomfortable going to these conventions and shows because of an incident that happened. There's going to be people that are missing out on a lot of money and opportunities because they don't feel comfortable doing these meet and greets and stuff. And it's just a huge loss for the real fans out there. And now I want to talk about the CM Punk incident with this fan. CM Punk was in the right. He had every fucking right to smack that
the
dude's
shit out of him,
phone
and I would have
out of
fucking
his
cheered.
hands. And I'm surprised that CM Punk didn't smack the fuck out of him. Oh, man, if that was me, if somebody was harassing Meadow, it would be a whole different situation. But I understand CM Punk. He's a larger-than-life superstar. He has to be professional. And the fact that this dude has the audacity to say, oh, I want an apology, shake my hand, I'm not going to sue him or put him in jail. Like, fuck you, dude. Who the
That's the
fuck
least
are
of your
you?
fucking worries, bro.
Who the fuck are you? You should have not been at that hotel to begin with, harassing AJ Lee and Bailey. And I guess before that, Damian Priest had to help some women wrestlers out because they were getting harassed. Like, come on, do
That's
better.
disgusting, dude. And like these
Do
women
fucking
wrestlers are not
better.
going to sleep with you, dude.
Literally, they're not. For many reasons, but one of the big reasons is this right here. They don't know how to use fucking deodorant.
Facts.
They don't know how to shower. They don't know what shampoo and fucking conditioner are. They don't know what the soap is.
Mm-hmm.
And it's ridiculous. Like, I don't know why people think that, like, they actually have a fucking chance with one of these women on TV, or just even celebrities in general, even though it does happen a lot more in the wrestling community than anywhere else. I really just don't get it. I don't.
Facts.
And like, if you're going to go to meet and greets and stuff, please have respect for the men who are sacrificing their bodies for you. Please have respect, especially for the women. Especially for the women. It's not that hard. It's really not that hard, because at the end of the day, they're human just like us. Imagine putting your feet in their fucking shoes. How would you feel coming out of the hotel and then having people follow you all around, follow you into the fucking bathroom, where usually the bathroom is privacy? Like, how would you fucking feel if you were in that position? I think a lot of people in this world, that's the problem with society. They don't put their feet in other people's shoes. And it just fucking pisses me off.
It's annoying as fuck, dude. I get it.
And then it's like, they're spending thousands of fucking dollars going to Vegas, going to these trips, and it's like, really? Like, you're gonna
Gotta
fucking
be cheap and not spend a little extra more to fucking meet them where you're supposed to and you're allowed to.
Exactly. And it's like, it really just doesn't make sense to me at all. And it's like, if you don't have the money to spend on like meet and greets and stuff, just don't meet the person at all. And that's the thing too. Like, a lot of fans will go like outside the arenas, which that's okay, because that's where they're working. That's their workspace. You could be outside the arena and ask to get things signed, but if they don't sign it, you shouldn't feel obligated. Like, you shouldn't feel entitled. Like, if they don't want to sign something, they don't have to.
No, they fucking don't, especially when they're not getting paid to.
Exactly. And it's just a respect. It's just respectful. Like, if your kid really if like you want your kid to meet their favorite superstar, you will find a fucking way to make that happen, instead of just following them around a hotel or freaking harassing them at the airport.
Dude,
like,
we could
there's
go
just
on and off about
better
this
ways to
shit
go about it.
because
We can't.
People don't have social cues or etiquette anymore nowadays. Everybody has a sense of entitlement, and it's disgusting.
It's disgusting. And that's the thing too. Like, even at wrestling conventions that I go to, at big events, sometimes there's vendors that don't want recording to happen at the tables. And guess what? I respect that. And I won't record at a table when a vendor tells me, like, sorry, I don't want you to vlog. You know what? That's okay. Because at the end of the day, like, I have respect for these men and women who sacrifice their bodies and they put them on the line for our entertainment.
Facts.
And I just want to just say, like, to the people that were out there, please do fucking better. Please. because you're not only ruining it for yourself and getting yourself into a lot of fucking trouble, because this dude lost his job, which as he fucking should, but you're also affecting the real fans, the real people who do go to these conventions and events that actually give a fuck, that actually do respect what these talent do. It's just do better. And shout out to the people that were in Las Vegas, that met people the right way, that were respectful. There's just ways to go about it.
Facts.
Exactly. You're throwing away money, yet you can beat them if you want. Exactly. You'll find a way to make that money. Money comes and goes. But I think it's time for our main event topic.
Thank fucking God.
Wow. I will just got to say, Rage, thank you for letting me have that moment. I've been
You're
waiting
welcome.
to rant
You're
about
welcome.
that. Who needs a therapist when you have a live podcast every Wednesday? Time for debate event. It's time for your main event topic. Man,
It's
it's
always
hard.
so weird seeing me with legs.
It's so hard for me to get in the mood right now to dance after the rant we just went on.
Yeah, facts.
Well, that I went on, but it's time for the We Are Wrestling main event topic. And I know we talked about him a little bit in the WrestleMania 42 review, but there was some big news that happened that none of us expected to see because we all thought it was going to happen at this year's SummerSlam. But Brock Lesnar, he took the boots off. He took the gloves off, hugged Paul Heyman, thanked the fans, even kissed the ring and bowed. And it looks like Brock Lesnar is retiring. What's your thoughts on this?
Well, you got 90% of them when we were talking about WrestleMania. It was time, again, just to reiterate what I said earlier, you make an intelligent choice. And Brock knew. Brock knew that, again, it was just time to hang it up. Sometimes things don't necessarily go to plan and sometimes they don't need to. It was honestly a beautiful ending. It was a beautiful fucking ending. So why tarnish that? Especially for Brock Lesnar, dude. Why tarnish that? He literally gave you the exact opposite of everything that he's forced on you for years. He left the ring, let someone squash him in under like 10 minutes and put somebody over ultimately on the way out. And he got his final gaze. After a while, him fucking throwing up the X was the same fucking shot heard around the world as John Cena smiling and tapping out.
Yep.
That's all
I
I
do
got.
think Brock Lesnar, man, he had one hell of a career. There's
Oh,
never going to be somebody in this business that will ever be a Brock Lesnar. There's never going to be another Brock.
just like there's never going to be
And
another Cena, never another AJ.
exactly. And that's the thing about Lesnar. Like, easily first class Hall of Famer. I won't be surprised if next year he's going to
Cena.
be the head. I don't think Cena's going to be next year. I think that they're going to wait until they go back to the States for Cena. But I do think Brock Lesnar will be the head of next year's WrestleMania 43 Hall of Fame. I do see that happening, realistically. But I do think Brock Lesnar, this was the perfect time because none of us expected this to happen, especially with SummerSlam taking place in Minnesota.
Question.
Yeah.
Now that he's officially retired, do you think we see a very different Brock Lesnar if he gets inducted in 43? Like, do you think he hangs up the gym a little bit? Do you think he starts to finally just allow himself to rest finally?
I don't know, dude. Brock is a psychopath.
I mean, but look at some of these other guys. I mean, look
Yeah,
at
I know
Edge.
some people.
When Edge
they
retired,
kick
he
back.
chopped his fucking hair and ate a whole tub of ice cream.
Yeah, that could happen. But Brock Lesnar, like, it's just the
There's
nature
some
of the
people that
beast.
just have it. Yeah.
And I just think Brock, like, he is not going to get himself out of shape because, like, throughout his whole life, like, working out has always been one of his favorite things to do. And he's got a whole ranch, too, to stay active on. But I think, man, Brock Lesnar, I do like that he retired at WrestleMania with Obafemi instead of SummerSlam with Gunter Because it's like with Gunter, there's only so far you can go with the career killer thing.
Yeah, and
I think just Oba
he didn't need it.
needs this more than Gunter.
Gunther doesn't need to retire Brock Lesnar to already have a Hall of Fame career. He's already established it. It's like giving Brock Lesnar the streak. We've seen it done before. He didn't need it. So, if anything, they really did justice.
Well, yeah, I can see a Hall of Fame happening before Mania next year, so they don't have
Same.
to fly him out. Yeah, so actually, it is up in the air. I think it will be either Brock or Cena. We're not going to get both.
Yeah, you'd be surprised. You'd be surprised.
Nah, because they always want to have one big headliner.
Dude,
and I think
they had Dusty and Steve Austin. They had Dusty and Steve Austin back in like 07.
Yeah, but Stone Cold was
fucking
still
Hall
the
of Fame.
headliner of that Hall of Fame.
He was, but Cena
Dusty
would
was the
probably-
runner-up.
Cena, dude, in a world where Cena and Lesnar go into the Hall of Fame in the same year, we all know that Cena's absolutely headlining it. We all know. And even Brock would respect that.
But I do think that also the predicting factor as well probably had a lot to do with Brock Lesnar's decision here, because I think we all were fantasy booking SummerSlam. That was it. His hometown. That was it. And Brock Lesnar throughout his career, he's never taken that road before where he follows.
He did the most unselfish thing.
So for him, this is a Brock Lesnar thing. And I feel like
anything,
it
no,
feels
it's
real.
not.
It feels authentic.
If anything, no, this is actually completely out of Brock Lesnar's thing. He let somebody bury him. He put somebody over on the way out. He handled business in less than 10 minutes, decided to retire at WrestleMania instead of his own hometown. If anything, the dude was the most unselfless person in this entire situation.
Yeah, no, I'm saying that. He's selfless.
So
I am
this was
saying
actually
that.
This was actually completely off par for Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, that part of it, if you look at it from
Yeah.
that perspective, yeah. But also at the same time,
It is very Brock
usually
Lesnar.
when WWE tells Brock, you need to go this way, Brock's gonna go, go the other way. So I'm saying with SummerSlam, we all were fantasy booking him versus Gunter. How is this going to happen? Gunter said, or Brock said, went to Mania and retired.
Honestly, James, Paul inducts Brock, I 100% see that happening. Orton, I don't see inducting Cena. I would accept it if that's the route they went, but by 2028, I could honestly see Edge inducting Cena. Because that was his biggest fucking rival in his entire career, bro. And by that time, Edge will be retired. Edge is not making it to 28. That's done. So by that time, Edge could induct Cena. 100%.
Yeah, but I think it will probably be Randy.
If it's Orton, I'm happy with it, and I can accept that. But I would 100% prefer Edge, and with timing, it works.
I'll tell you this right now, who it would be if he wasn't in a lot of legal trouble right now. I think Cena would pick Vince.
Fucking get fucked. I know. You're
am
right,
I wrong though? I know. Get fucked. Am I wrong though?
We're talking about the main event. Trey Miguel's update on his leg, broke a bone but won't require surgery. Okay.
Yep, we'll talk about that next week.
Hope he recovers.
But yeah, Brock Lesnar, man, one hell of a career. Next week on the Getting Put Over segment, we will be putting over Brock Lesnar because this episode was very long with WrestleMania 42 review and, of course, my 10-minute rant about fans and how awful they are.
The wrestling fans, man. They're fucking the worst.
Oh, and Raw after Mania too, because there's a lot to talk about there.
Dude.
But anything else you want to say before we close off this week's episode?
No, I think we killed it, man. We knocked that one out of the park. It was an insightful, let's not do this again for next Mania, but, good talk.
Yeah, I thought it was a great talk overall. Hopefully they do exactly what they did night 2 for both nights.
That is actually a good point, Danny. I could also be happy if Stephanie McMahon also inducted him too. I would be accept
happy with
that too. I would also accept that. She's the reason he made it, so.
Wow, that is true, actually, Tyrus. We did go longer without Danny's rants.
Yeah.
Imagine Danny was here, though. You
want to know why, Tyrus? Because even if Danny didn't have a rant, we still got another motherfucker with the name that starts with a D that decided to go on a rant today. So.
Oh, me? Yeah, absolutely. I love talking.
Just because one rant's gone does not mean that it's not replaced with another. Do not get it twisted, bud.
And Rage just rides the waves, baby.
I
Like
just let it
Saul Ruka
happen. I just
on the
let it
main
happen.
roster.
Yeah, just let it happen.
All right. Well, to all the We Are WrestleManiacs out there worldwide, just a reminder, if you haven't checked out the WWE Fan Goes to Indie Show Part 2 vlog, that is up on the We Are Wrestling YouTube channel. If you haven't bought yourself a We Are Wrestling is Unreal shirt, they're available now on ProWrestlingTees.com. The We Are Wrestling Thunder Championship, we did get an update. Phil and Ricky have moved on to the finals.
Yes, they have.
So they'll be competing at SummerSlam, which they did have a little exchange earlier in the beginning of the episode. If you guys didn't check that out, you can rewind.
They definitely did. And
it's things are getting excited. But we should update you guys on the We Are Wrestling predictions title that is right there behind me. The score was me with Best One Donnie with 8, Rage Circus with 8, Danny Huckins with 5. So it was a tie, which means due to me being champion, I retained my title. But because Rage did tie with me, we are going to be counting the predictions for Backlash. And that will determine between Rage and myself who is the We Are Wrestling predictions champion. And then I think it's SummerSlam, then Money in the Bank, I believe. Or it's Money in the Bank, then SummerSlam, because usually it's only the big 5 that we do the title. But because Rage did tie with me, it will be defended at Backlash between me and him. Danny will still share his predictions, but his won't count because he got 5 points.
Yeah.
It will be a one-on-one match. That's right, Angelo. One-on-one, baby.
You know what we should do?
What's that?
Oh, Backlash seems like a massive show. Maybe I shouldn't say what I was about to say then.
I think it's going to be a big show compared to the last couple years.
I know. And I was going to say, I was like, what if we just didn't go live for Backlash, but you and I still did a watch along and then like put out who won the championship so nobody wins so they don't see it in like real time. But at the same time, I'm like, Backlash seems kind of big this year. So
it is, dude. It is big.
Seems kind of big this year. So when's Backlash?
Backlash is, we'll let somebody in the live chat share it.
May.
Well, I go into my nice little long closing segment here.
Take us out.
All right. Well, to all the We Are WrestleManiacs out there worldwide, we hope you guys enjoyed. May 9th is the date for Backlash, which we will be doing a live watch along here
my
for
dad's
that.
birthday. Yay.
If you guys enjoyed this week's episode of the pod, make sure to smash that like button now. If you're not a We Are WrestleManiac yet already and you're listening to this episode, wherever you get your podcasts, leave us a 5-star review, not just any review, a best one review, and download this episode. But if you want to have the live experience, come over to the We Are Wrestling YouTube channel where you get the best pro wrestling content. You get live watch-alongs for all the WWE PLEs, AEW pay-per-views. You get reactions, you get vlogs, you get full wrestling matches, and even a live podcast every Wednesday, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and so much more premium content. So we recommend you guys to hit that subscribe button now, turn on the post notifications. Thank you for 8,000 subscribers. Next week, we'll be announcing the giveaway that we're going to be doing, and it's going to be unreal. Links down in the description box below. You can go follow myself over on my social medias. You can go check out my YouTube channel where I do toy figure hunts, figure reviews, all that good stuff. Rage, you want to plug your stuff down below?
You can find me on Twitch under the same name that you see right here, Rage Circus. I've been doing it a lot more lately. We're getting back in the swing of things slowly, but we're getting there. So if you guys want to, come check out the live stream, listen to music, watch some shows, play some games, all that shit, you can find me right down there.
And sometimes periodically, whenever I see the link that he shares on his social media, I will hop in and go, Rage!
Yep.
So if you guys want to go support Ben, go support myself. All our links are down below. If you're not following We Are Wrestling over on Facebook, Instagram, and X, please give us a follow on there. Really helps us grow. We post wrestling news. We post other clips from podcasts. So much additional content on the social medias that is unnecessary, but we do it anyways because we love you guys. But of course, to all the We Are WrestleManiacs out there worldwide, thank you for 8,000 subscribers. Now we are on the road to 9K and then 10K because, of course, you already know we are taking over.